But I'm just gonna drink my coffee and enjoy the little wake and bake session. We do have a wake and bake session here on stream today. I will be doing a dab. We got, let's see, we got some lemon strudel sugar wax. We got some spritzer. I still have like the most of. My OG skunk butter is like got a dab left or two, and my lemonade stand butter is almost out as well. Got like a dab left of that. I don't even know if I have any more of this. Let's see if my lemon strudel still got some dabs. Oh yeah, we still got a whole bunch of lemon strudel. Some sugar wax. Do some dabs. We'll kick it today. We are chilling. It is Friday. So happy Friday out there. Welcome in. We will be playing some community games, getting down on some Call of Duty probably after our little podcast here, and then you know, speaking of games, we should just talk about this real quick. So there's games that I really, really enjoy playing. Um, Games that I find myself playing a lot more of. I do play a lot by myself. It's okay. Like I don't mind sometimes. It is nice to have somebody to play with. So I'm trying to get more people involved. I'm trying to I'm trying to do so much, and I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I need to make money. I need this to be a business. I need this to make me stay here, so that I can continue doing this. But I don't want that. I don't want this to be a fucking business. I don't want this to, like fork over subs and donations just to fucking be here and enjoy time with me. That's not what I want. That's not what I'm trying to do. I don't know what I'm trying to do anymore. Little compensation is really all I want. And I'm struggling really, really, really fucking hard. So it's making me just want to give up. And because of that, the only thing on my mind is I gotta make money. I gotta survive. I gotta fucking make money. I don't know what else to do. I've, I don't know. I just don't know. And it's not the fact that I can't go out and get a job. I can. I do have a job. That's the sad thing is I have a job. I just don't want to go out and get two more fucking jobs. Like I'm trying to start my business. This is, something that is a job and it's not fucking easy to be here on top of my writing projects, posting weekly, staying on top of podcasting, posting weekly, fucking staying up on streaming, posting weekly or daily. It's just fucking a hassle. And I love video games. Video games takes the edge off. It takes my mind off. It it just helps me be a better person. It really does. Um, when I'm not streaming, multiplayer games and raging like a fucking freak out lunatic. But video games are life, man. Video games are life, and most people don't understand that. You don't get it. It is a mental state to play video games and to be in that dimension, And we all know it. But the people who don't, well, they're not gamers. They're not nerds. They don't understand. And the fact that our world is just absolutely crazy and asinine to the point that we don't know what's what anymore. It's not safe to go outside. You get criticized, you get mocked, you get ridiculed for everything you do. And now we're putting fucking laws on everything you do. Oh God. It's ridiculous. And there's a streamer out there that I follow. I forget her name. I'd have to bring her up. I haven't seen her post in a minute, but I just started following her, and she's been doing all these laws about every single state here in the United States and how every single state has different moronic laws, like the dumbest laws you could ever think of for certain different types of states out there, and what state has the dumbest laws you could live in. Yeah, I'm starting to be baffled at the fucking laws that we make. What up, Cayman? What's up? What's up? How you doing, bro? Just podcasting for a little bit, waking up, chilling. What you up to? I got a lot of stuff to talk and go over, but it's fucking hard to do. It's hard to sit here and talk to yourself about the shit and the complications and the issues that are going on in just one's life, not everybody's life. It's hard to talk about. But we're gonna do a dab. You're doing good. Good to hear, bro. It's been a minute since I seen you. I know we ain't on when you're on anymore, and then I'm getting on and you're offline or sleeping. Like we're missing each other all the time, dude. That's kind of annoying. It's me though. It's on me. It's not your fault, bro. Not your fault. It's on me. I've been way too busy, stressed out that I haven't been getting on until like 10 o'clock at night. Um, just this week alone. Like this week has been fucking mayhem with me getting sick on Monday, and just fucking not feeling good this whole week. This whole week has been thrown off. And with all the shit that's going on with um America, and our government and the whole FIFA World Cup going on here in America and everything. There's so much going on almost on a daily basis now that I can't keep up. I can't keep up. It just makes my head spin to the point where I just want to go get stoned and go to bed. I don't want to fucking do anything anymore. I don't want to be here. I don't want to interact. I don't even want to dive into stuff. I just want to. And it's funny because I find myself still diving into my phone. I'm like, oh, I want to find something that's funny, or I want to find something that's a little entertaining so I can fall asleep to. Nope. Find stuff that fucking keeps me awake for another 2 fucking hours because I find more and more conspiratorial bullshit that I'm just like, nope, that's fearful. Nope, that's fearful. Is that real? I got to find out. Oh, shit, that's real. God damn it. Fucking world, stop it. Just want to live life without any fucking more problems. Can I just live life without having to worry about every fucking thing that's going on? No, I can't because I have to worry because I'm in a generational fuck up that we're just fucking irritated with ourselves. We're stuck in this predicament of, oh, the people above us and the generations beyond are like, oh, you guys are morons. You don't know how to do shit. And then us down here are like, no, we actually know what's going on. And all the conspiracies that you guys fucking, made out to fear for us are starting to come into the light, showing that you guys were fucked up, you know? And thanks for all that. And now the generations below are just like, no, we're not having anything to do with this. Oh, fuck. So stupid. We can't following. We tried. Look what happened. I know, right, dude? I know. A lot of shit. It's just getting worse. I keep telling y'all, it's getting worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. So, how long until it gets worse? And then what are you going to do when it gets worse? I'm talking to so many people, and I've been talking to so many people from, from different sides of the pyramid, from different, outlooks on different cultures and even other countries. I mean, shit, even, because you're part of it too, Kay. Um, Everybody is so fed up with everything that's going on. So I want to ask, really, the main question to life. Why? Why do we read books, read stories, watch movies, um, go into these like high altered fantasies of basically showing us that we can be united, we can be superbly equal and working together as a human race, working on bigger, better things for communities, for society, for businesses, for living situations, and all we do is the opposite, the complete opposite, nothing but the opposite. We hold bars that we have to keep the people, every person on this planet below that bar. Because if they start getting higher off that bar, they're too smart for us and we can't control them. And that's exactly where I see things. I see things and have been seeing things, even though everybody's like, no, we have equal rights. No, we have all this. No, we have, you know, freedom to choose and stuff. No, 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 no. They elude you. They have an illusion to perceive that you think that you have all this freedom and all these benefits, when in reality, if you don't meet certain standards or stay a certain line, like completely stay on their side of the field, being religious and being an ass kisser and being a fucking moron in their left wall field, if you don't stay in their fucking field, they won't help you. And it seems like everybody who's left is everybody in that fucking field who has the power and the fucking control over all of us who are trying to just live our fucking lives, who are trying to just blank out all this bullshit conspiracies, who are just trying to fucking, accept that, certain standards are there, but at the same time, that's not the whole standard. That's not the whole pie. And we're only fucking, just taking a eighth of or a 16th of slice of the pie and just making a fucking ridicule over it, and then like fighting and bickering, and then just making the whole pie worth over that little 16th slice when it should just be nothing, like there's so many different things that we fight and bicker about that people just lose their shit over. And then we get debates and wars, okay, over this stupid shit. So tell me who's being petty. The rich or the fucking people actually being smart? Because I tell you what, from what I've been seeing and what I've been learning, I am smarter than the fucking college education. And it sucks. I don't know terminologies. Okay, I can't put it into actual perspective for a terminology. See, I can't speak terminology. Okay, so certain words I might not be smart about to understand or to know that they're there, but the dynamics of the fields I can understand better than a fucking college education. Just saying. It's just scary. It's just scary. Scary to see and scary to know. All right, so what are we gonna do? I have some lemon strudel, which I have the most of, and then I have some spritzer, and then I think I have only a dab left of my lemon. I mean my lemonade. Well, that's a little bit more than a dab. What is this one? Oh, that's my OG skunk. So I got a little bit of OG skunk. There it is. A little OG skunk left. I'd say about 3 dabs worth. Got some OG skunk, spritzer, lemon strudel, and this one should be the lemonade stand. I think this one is my last 2 dabs. Yep, this is only 2 dabs worth. Kind of see it. It's hard to see in the light. There. So got some dabs here. Do a dab. Wake and bake. I was gonna get into some of the games that I want to start playing more oftenly. I'm sorry, Kay. I don't have GTA installed right now because Call of Duty takes up everything. And until I get a external hard drive strictly for PS5 games, which I thought I had a PS5. I mean, I have had a blank hard drive, external hard drive. It was a 3 terabyte or a 2 terabyte. I ended up just putting movies and stuff on it because I ran out of space on my other hard drive. And because of the fact that I couldn't get it to register PS5 games. So when I did format it, it would still not allow me to download and install PS5 games. But I got the one working for the PS4 games, so I've always had that. But I'm like, why is my external hard drive not formatting for the PS5 and allowing me to run PS5 games onto it? Because if I could put Call of Duty, if I could just put Call of Duty on one external hard drive or a fucking flash drive, separate so it's installed and I don't ever have to fucking reinstall it. Just install the updates on that flash drive or hard drive. I don't have to worry about my PlayStation getting full, you know? And then I can swap out some storyline games and I can always have those other games installed. I'm trying to keep a list of games installed forever so that I can go back to those games when people are on, and go back to certain games that I like to play, regardless. And it's like I like to have my little ladder of different types of variation games that I can get on and be like, oh, these people, nobody's on, so no war robots. I'm not going to play certain games by myself. Sometimes I will, just to kind of throw it in for like an hour to just kind of get, some morale up for the dailies and the um, season passes and stuff. But for the most part, I'm trying to get back into certain games. So, of course, you know me, I like my Call of Duty. So Call of Duty is going to be in the list. Unfortunately, it's not the game I want, but it's the only game I can fucking enjoy because all the other games, FPS wise, are trash, and I will not play any other FPS game. I just won't. I've tried them all. They're all fucking shit. I don't like the mechanics. I don't like the gameplay. I like the smoothness of Call of Duty and how quick it is, but at the same time, it's just a run and gun game. It's not a fucking strategic based game that I really want. I would like if anybody is out there listening, if you are a developer, Ubisoft, I would like fucking Rainbow Six Vegas to come back. Vegas 3. Okay? Vegas 3. Everybody petition in for fucking Vegas 3. Let's get this going. I want a fucking new Vegas game. Rainbow Six Vegas 3 needs to come out wholeheartedly, hands down. If anybody knows anything about Vegas, you know that is the best FPS game ever made. Period. Just that's flat. It's just there's nothing better. And I would love for a fucking Rainbow Six 3 to come back. GTA 6 just announced on the PlayStation for pre-order. When does that drop? Kay, do you know? Do you know when GTA 6 drops? Are you getting GTA 6? Because I will be. I will be. For sure. GTA 6 looks amazing. For how in depth it is. Now, I don't know what it's going to be like for different regions, but here in America, dude, this shit's fucking sick. All right, we're going to have powered cars go dead, fucking gasoline, like you're going to have to gas up your fucking car after like a certain amount of time or some shit. Like that's crazy. So you're running from the cops is going to be harder, more fucking stressful. And they just added the fucking fact in this new video that I just watched. The fact that if you get caught, if you get arrested, you no longer just respawn outside the fucking police station. You get you get taken to jail. You got to go to court and do a court process, and then you go to prison. You go to fucking prison for how many charges you have in your court hearing. That is crazy. So now you're going to be sitting here playing GTA almost every single day, every hour, because it's going to be so realistic that you're not going to be living the life out there. You're literally living in the game. You're literally doing everything that you would think that you're going to do out there normally, but you're going to do all the illegal shit you want to do in the game now, dude. It's going to be fucking sick. I'm so stoked for that. I'm sorry, but that just sounds hilarious. And to be a video game that in depth, dude, I have no words. I have no words. That just sounds so crazy to me. To be in a video game, like let's just put actual fucking life in a simulation. So are they trying to hide the fact that we're living in a simulation in real life? Are they trying to hide that fact? Oh shit. Hey guys, just so we don't get you to go out in the real world to find the actual facts and evidence of, the Bible is wrong and all this shit that we're living in has been wrong. We're not going to tell you that though. You're just going to play video games and forget about it. We don't want you digging into any more truths out there. Let's just let's up our video games and our books and our entertainment system so that people can fucking be blind and go back to hypothesis and not be really, fed the truth. I think that's exactly what's happening in our world right now. I think that's been where we've been heading, is the fact that, like, with all of our social media, all of our technology since 2000, we have literally been growing and adapting to the standards of, hey, we're understanding all the underlining bullshit that we've been dealing with, and we're sick of it. And now they're like, oh, well, we got to go above that, because now they're starting to wake up. We can't have them wake up fully. We're halfway woken up right now. We're about to be fully woken up, but they're like, no, we got to throw on more crap. Let's bring the fucking Olympics to America. Let's bring the FIFA Cup to America. Let's bring all this shit to America so that we can get them to stop fucking thinking about this and stop revolutionizing. I think that, dude, to be honest, I think that's a whole 100% of exactly what's going on. I think exactly that is the actual meme, that they are trying to hide everything, all the evidence for themselves so that they can get us back into fucking kosherness. It's exactly what's happening. And if you're not seeing that, dude, you're dumb. You're part of the problem. Because it's literally what I've been saying for years. It's everything I've been saying for years. Like, dude, we've been falling into the scheme for forever, and nobody's like, oh, we don't think like that. Oh, okay. Like, how do you not think like that? Uh, Everything has a purpose and a meaning, right? Is that correct? Because if you don't look life in the eye and say that life doesn't have a purpose and meaning in any fucking way whatsoever, you're fucking dumb and you're blind and you're brainwashed, because life has purpose and meaning. It's not supposed to have super in-depth purpose and meaning like we are trying to push for, but we are supposed to have purpose and meaning. I mean, it's how we make society flourish. It's how we make survival acceptable. It's how we survive, basically. But everybody's just like, oh, I just do things because I'm supposed to do them. No, do you understand why we are alive, why we are here, why we are in the predicaments that we are in this era after, I don't know, how much schooling we've all had? I mean, how much education does anybody really have anymore? A third fucking degree of education? Are we all third graders here? Oh, I got a college education. Oh, do you? In what? Third grade? Because I swear to God, dude, I have more fucking education than damn near anybody on this fucking planet, it seems. And I'm not saying I'm the smartest person. No, God, there's way more people that are smarter than me that are, further along where I am. I'm not the only one talking about this. I follow almost half, if not more than half of my followers on Facebook, on Instagram and everything. All my social media posts and everything that I post in Discord are from people that I follow and pay attention to and listen to. Whether I accept them or not, it's still information and hypothesis and ideals to try to warp, facts into, and try to figure out the actual truths behind the dynamics of everything, because we're fucking lost. All of us are lost. We are a lost civilization. And we're just, I don't know. It's getting worse. I'm the master talker. That I am. That I am, my friend. Holy scheiße. Holy mollies. Oh man. Oh, that's like, wow. That makes you feel good. Makes you feel rushed. Woo. Or flushed? I don't know. What's the word? Flushed. I think that's the word. Okay, my whole fucking body just went to sweat mode. Oh, holy moly. Let me catch myself here. Oh, Woo! That's some good stuff. What did I do? The spritzer? Yeah, I did the spritzer. Holy moly. There we go. So, I'm getting talking about the games that I'm getting back into. GTA 6, man. GTA definitely will be back in the process of my list of games. I do have, I don't know if you have Red Dead 2 still, but I do have Red Dead 2 installed. It's just for me to play PS5 version games, I have to delete one game to make room for the other. And again, Call of Duty's 400 fucking gigabyte, so that's what's taking up most of my damn hard drive right now. And yeah, GTA 6 is going to have probably the biggest memory out of every game ever made because of how big they're promoting it. They promoted it to be so big, so massive that they literally were talking about the works of the PS6 already, because the PS6 is technically the console made for GTA 6. So if you want anything, and even for me with my Final Fantasy, what's I can't remember the name of the third game coming out, but the third game to my remake of 7, that's big too. And I don't, technically, really, I'm sick and tired of this, but I should just fucking invest in the PS6 and merge all the goddamn games I have from PS4 all the way to the PS6, because technically that would be the peak. That would be the peak of gaming. You would have VR games getting smoothed out. I mean, that's pretty much after that. It's all VR after that. For disc gaming, for digital gaming, for two-dimensional gaming, it's basically peak. That's it. You can't hit anything further than that from then on. From basically from the PS6, in my opinion, if you were to say I'm gonna bring out the PS7, PS8 years down the road, it's all gonna be for the fucking virtual gaming and the fucking like simulation gaming. We're done with the fucking two-dimensional. Okay, this is over. This is it. This is the last console for fucking control gaming. I'm not joking. And it's not been hypothesized, it's not been alerted, nobody's spoken about it. It's just the dynamics of electronics and technology. If you're not keeping up with how fast technology is growing and how fast we're developing into the newer stuff, and why, like we're getting newer consoles and all this new crap, because we're switching things to flat screens to open screens. Like, we're not going to have screens anymore. We're going to have, a fucking screen on our arm for phones now. So phones are going to be gone. Like this thing, this huge brick, we're not going to have it no more. Like, all that shit is going to go bye-bye. So video game world will change. Like, the whole industry is going to change. So when it comes to this gaming, I think the PS6 is the last one. And I think that would be uh the best one to invest in, due to how big games are and how much file sizes you need just to be able to run some of these games. Like the PS4, this is a big this is what I mean by how things are changing. I just jumped on Minecraft on my PS5, but I only had the PS4 version installed. I couldn't play it. It would not allow me, because the PS4 version, the codecs in the PS4 was not kosher to the PS5, and I don't know why. But I could go back into, I'll show you, the fucking, when you're turning, it's like a fucking sprinkler head. It's like, it's like, what the fuck? And it stutters and it fucking breaks. And I tried to change the settings like you would on a PC, and it just like it breaks the game. And I'm like, so I can't play my PS4 version of Minecraft, which is a lesser version, okay? Lesser specs, lesser value, lesser things, but they try to cram a lot more crap into it. So the PS4 version of Minecraft has all the PS5 shit crammed into it, all the updates. So now the PS4 version of Minecraft on the PS5 will not run. So what's that telling you? You need the higher specs to be able to run a PS4 version fucking Minecraft, a pixelated fucking blocked game that's super basic, the most fucking basic game you could ever create, and you're telling me that I can't play it because of the specs due to the update features? That's bullshit. Okay? So now I have no choice but to go get the PS5 version of Minecraft so that I can have a smoother engine and dynamics to be able to render all the new updates, all the everything. It just would not render, and it wouldn't render quickly. It took forever for the outscape landscapes to fucking render. And then when it rendered and it was like, "Oh, hey, there's water there." You couldn't see the fish. And then all of a sudden 5 minutes later, poof, all the fish show up because it took forever for it to render. And that's why it was fucking slowed down, because there's so much fucking shit now. There is so much to the game that there doesn't need to be on the PS4 version. But they cram all the fucking PS5 crap into it because we got to keep up with one fucking platform. We got to keep up with one fucking build. And that's what I'm saying. The PS6 is going to be that one fucking build that can run everything. So why do we have the PS5 if we just announced Grand Theft Auto 6 for the PS6, knowing that they just announced the PS6? And we've only had the PS5 for 4 years, right? 5 years? When did the PS5 come out? Was that I want to say 2021 or 2022, right? Hold on. Let me make sure I get my facts straight. I know when it comes to me, time is a variant that is not right in my head. So what I think is like a year ago, it was actually 3 years ago. PS5 release 2020. Okay, so it was November, so it was the end of 2020, so it was going into 2021. So I was right, 2021. 5 years. 5 years. Not even the 10-year mark that PlayStation has always stuck to. We got 5 years this time. That's half. Half. And they're already announcing a fucking new PlayStation. And it's more expensive than the rest of them that they've been. Like the fucking PS5 was $1,000. Actually, it was $662 was what I paid for mine, and that was basic pay. But when it first released at $662, within 2 weeks it went up to $1,200 because they ran out of copies. They're like, "Oh, we're producing so many PS5s, selling so many PS5s, we can't keep up with the market anymore." Like, are you fucking kidding me? 5 years it's only been, and now we're coming out with the PS6 because we found bullshit going on with PS4 that we basically just upgraded the PS4 into the PS5 to make things better for the games for the PS4. But now we have these bigger games, Final Fantasy, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, that need the PS6 to be able to run it now. Because we finally worked out all the bugs. We finally fucking fixed the problems. The shit that I've been fucking saying for fucking decades. The shit that needed to happen 10 fucking years ago. Instead of jumping up, we gotta milk the clock. So we're gonna produce all this crap. The PS4, the PS5 Pro, the PS5 whatever. All this crap, dude. All of it crap. And now the PS6 is gonna drop, and they're gonna milk that too. So don't buy the first PS6. Wait for the third PS6 to come out. And you know there's versions of everything. Xbox did it first. Xbox, the original Xbox, had how many fucking versions of Xbox? 12? of the Xbox One, and then Xbox 360. No, I think the X1 had like 3 or 4. The X360 had 12. When I was working for Microsoft, working on fucking the 360, do you guys remember the 360 at all? Do you remember the 360? Cayman, do you remember the 360? The 360 had different plates. Do you remember that? Different hard drives. Do you remember that? And then they took the 360 and they swapped it sideways. And then they changed the whole dynamic of the 360. It was still a 360, but they changed the dynamic of the 360. Then it was all, fucking crazy, and they made it black or white. And then they were like shiny or matted. Well, guess what? The shiny version was one version of the 360. It had a different build, had a different fucking modem in it. And then they had the matted black 360 that had a better modem in it, had a better fucking disc tray in it, had a better this, had a better that, but it was slightly just upgraded more. Then they had the other 360 on top of that. They had different build names for all this shit too. Falcon, Xena, I can't remember them all because that was too long ago, and I would get in trouble for fucking speaking about all that anyway. But I'm just saying, this shit, they milk it, and we're just dumb to pay into it because it's the next best thing, and we want to try it and play it and enjoy it. But at the same time, that next best thing is not the next best thing. It really isn't. Wait till that next best thing comes out. Wait till that other next best thing comes out, because they produce shit so fucking fast that they don't fucking fix the bugs. So they're like, oh, we got this great new idea. We want a wireless handheld steering wheel. Well, didn't the fucking Wii come out with that first? Now Xbox has to have it. Oh, now PlayStation has one too. What the fuck, guys? When you do all these new add-on fucking like accessories, it fucking breaks the console. So they got to come out with a new upgraded console for those new accessories, so that those new accessories can be read into the games that we are now adapting the new accessories to. So now the whole fucking game system have to be fucking wiped and readapted to the new accessories. So when they come out with a new console, then they come out with a new update for all of the games that come out with that console. You see what I fucking mean? It's just a domino effect. And then it just, like, it's a layer. It's a layer of dominoes. So like one domino fucking trickles. Oh, now we get to the end of that domino. We got to go down the whole level so that we can upgrade this level and get it up here, and then restart the domino effect so that when it's up here, we're already selling it. So it's hitting the floors right here. But this is where we want to be, but we're not here yet. So we got to go back down here to trickle this back up here until we push it up to here. And then once we get up to here, well, then more new shit are coming out. And it's just fucking nonstop, man. Technology will never end because of how fast things upgrade, how fast we want better things, how fast we need things. And instead of taking the time and the initiative to work something out and be like, hey, I want these types of things for technology. Like, say, we could have better graphics, like Fortnite games. Perfectly runs on this types of a mod, this types of things. So we could just keep upgrading, certain little things and keep adding stuff, and we wouldn't have to worry about that much shit. So we don't have to come out with a Fortnite 2, right? There's no Fortnite 2. So we're just going to create a console just for that aspect and those types of games under it. So if you want arcade games or fucking whatever type of games, indie games, that will be able to run smoothly, coolly. You can have different types of builds that fucking run smoothly, coolly, as long as it's within a fucking, range of storage limit. And if you can get everything to work fine within that storage limit, you got a great game. And then you took the time and initiative to make that great game within the boundaries that you have. You put it out for that console, and now you got fucking different consoles back in rotation. You have different aspects back in rotation. You have more concepts coming out, and you have more creators. Where's that? where's the idea that I can go to a fucking car dealership and instead of going on the lot and saying, well, I don't like anything you have on your fucking lot, sir, I'm going to go to another lot. Oh, I can't find a car within the price range that I like, that I can enjoy on your lot either. So I got to go over here to this fucking lot. I don't like any of those fucking cars. Fuck those cars, because that's not even what I want. But I'm stuck with this because that's all my fucking price range is. How about fuck your goddamn car lots? Get all the car lots together to one fucking car lot. Put in a technological fucking board inbounds. You put in the car make that you want. You make your own fucking car. You set it up how you fucking want it on your fucking budget. Then they go in the back and say, hey, this guy wants a Nissan such and such and such. Throw in the schematics. Get the Nissan guys down here. Fucking build the goddamn car. And voila! Everybody's fucking happy. You got what you fucking want. You got the price that you fucking need, that you desire for. And everybody's fucking kosher because you get the fucking model, the make, and the style that you want in your own fucking shit. It's the same thing with video games. We want that. We want the fucking adaptabilities to be able to create and make whatever the fuck we want. Why can PC do it? Why? Why does PC have the availability, the only availability to be able to fucking create and adapt anything that they want to into their console? I can go out and buy a fucking shell and then just buy parts and put it together. It's a PC. Boom. Fucking runs. As long as it has the power, the adaptability, and the fucking, the running ability to run anything, I can play anything. I don't need anything else. As long as I can keep it cool enough to run and fucking and the file sizes and shit. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, where's the adaptability in our technology? We sit here and milk shit so fucking much. Right? Wasting lives, wasting money, wasting time for us to just keep going backwards because we have to fall down 2 layers to get those layers boosted up to where we're at now. Fuck that. That's why we like our retro games. Leave the fucking retro shit alive and adapt it to where we want credibility for what we want. If you make it open to that, I swear to God, the gaming industry would flourish way more. People wouldn't fucking have competition. You could basically play and create wherever you want, however you want. And technically, I mean, PlayStation and Xbox would still be fighting against each other for their stupid, I don't even know what they would be fighting for, really, because they'd be both the same. Never mind. No. Yeah. That would actually kill all of competition. And then, family-based games for Nintendo, because that's a win. And Nintendo is actually winning here. Out of all the console war games, it's Nintendo. Nintendo wins. And I'm super stoked for my Nintendo. I love my Nintendo Switch. I love the Switch more than any other motion censored Nintendo out there. Like, I couldn't stand the Wii. I wanted the Wii too because it was upgraded and they made all the flaws out, and the games that they started producing for it was starting to catch my attention. But when they dropped that Nintendo Switch one, I was all over it like a hot fucking, like, hot fudge, man, like a fat kid on hot fudge sundae. I don't know what it is. It's 10 times better than the Wii. Like 100 times better than the fucking Wii, actually. And it's more adaptability, and you can take it traveling. So it's like way better. It's actually what Nintendo really was smart on this one. And as fucked up as they are too, because they're pretty strict with their bullshit, I love their products because they actually take the time and the initiative to make us happy. And I love that. That's a Nintendo plus for me. Like they get a fucking gold star for that. And PlayStation used to get 3 gold stars for that, but now they're slipping up because they're trying to compete with Xbox, and Xbox is trying to buy them out by trying to steal fucking, because they're being sourpusses. All, we're losing out because you guys have all the fucking all the extras and all the fucking other games that we can't play. I want those too. Can we have Crash Bandicoot? Can we have Spyro? Oh, we want Devil May Cry. Fucking hell. Make your own games. You know? Bring in a different scenario of the whole gaming thing. And with Microsoft, they could have started that dynamic way before because they already had it with PC. But they just made this shit more expensive, and that. That's just yep, they're repeating the same thing, dude. It's just a repeat of the same thing. Kind of like our history. Kind of like our history. Repeating the same thing, bro. Repeating the same thing. And then to be honest, with all this bullshit going on with genocide, and I don't know what's going on with Israel and Syria and over there. I don't know anymore. Iran, I don't know. I don't even understand it. I can't understand it because that place has been so sensitive to talk about because of all the religion that goes in and out of there, and where religion is based from there, because it technically is based from Jerusalem, right? That's where Jesus was crucified. Uh it's just fucking crazy to see the dynamics and the flows of how people take things so literally and so seriously over some stupid that they don't even know nothing about anymore. We're in a fucking new age that nobody knows anything anymore. We feel like everything was faked and put up for a fucking show. Um, like I'm pretty sure that the Catholics and Caesar is acting the same way that Trump is acting, like or like how Hitler acted, or I mean, like, dude, it's pretty fucking like I just I don't get it. I'm so lost and distraught that not only was I lost and distraught with our history books in school, and history was something I paid attention to, but I struggled with. I struggled with it because I couldn't remember dates. I remembered massacres. I remembered bad fucking shit because we all got taught the bad shit that happened in history. That was pretty much it. We only learned bad shit. We didn't learn how the democracy was built. We didn't learn how fucking taxes were expunged, except for the fact that we were supposed to knock out taxes entirely with taxation over representation. Um, when we had our when we had our fucking war with Brit. So what happened? Why are we still in way worse of taxes than when we were with Brit? What's the difference? What's the difference now from when we were in 1776, guys? Like what's happening? I don't know what's going on. So I'm lost and baffled, bro. We are seriously in the most scariest times and the most dire of times when it comes to technology and history, because we want a better future, and we want to know that we're going to be able to survive in the long run. And right now, the way that things are going, we're not going to survive fucking next year. You know what I mean? Like we're blindly falling into this epitome of, will we have a nuclear war next year? Is Trump dying? Is he going to die? Is Vance going to take over and just ruin everything? Are we giving ourselves over to these fucking evangelical fucking Christians and Illuminati? I mean, there's so many questions, there's so many things. And basically the thing that scares me, the thing that I see, the thing that I'm trying to talk about, the things that I've been trying to podcast about, the things that I want to show, well, not show, but find evidence of, and connect the dots and help people connect the dots for, is the fact that everything that we did back in the 1600s to the natives here is what the rich is doing to the poor. It's it's what we're doing to the immigrants. It's what we're doing. I mean, it's right there. It's nothing different, but it's in a different eye. It's in a different sense. And some people are catching on, other people aren't. And then like I'm trying to fight, not fight, but I'm trying to enlighten people on Instagram and social media sometimes when I see posts of people just fucking being stupid or saying stupid shit, and then they call me out to be stupid. I let it go. I'm not gonna fight that. But the thing is like I try to state my statement and put out, the idea of what if kind of ordeal. Not saying it's 100% because nothing is 100%. We never know anything. I mean, Trump could be the right guy in office, and everybody, how they're saying how Democrats are the, the pedophiles and the fucking ones trying to stop Trump from doing what's right. And I've heard it. I've heard it from multiple sources. I've heard it from people that I follow. I've heard it from uh, even, I mean, fucking people at work, dude, who voted him. And I didn't vote him. I still am against him, but I'm hearing them out. I'm not like shunning them away because that's what democracy fucking is listening to the other side, finding out the fucking balance, finding out the truth, giving out the opinions of others to see where the balance is. Is that not what a democracy is? Is that not what a debate is? Is that not what we're supposed to be all about? But instead, people fucking get hot, we get all this sensitivity about it and try to shun people away from it, that it's fuck, we're fucked. We're no longer a democracy, and people are scared and not coming out to help and push for, the better substantial of knowing. And instead we just mock and criticize each other. Oh, you voted for them. You're not going to understand why. You're not going to understand who or what or when or how. You're just, oh, you voted for him, so we're gonna fucking hate you. Oh, you see what's happening, so obviously it's all him. Do we know it's really him? I mean, he's just a dimension old guy who's basically just living his life in the fucking palace. We have literally no idea who's really in control here. We have no idea who's really in the reins of doing what's what. He's just the spokesperson. He's just the face. That's it. There is nothing that man is probably doing. And if he's doing it, well, then he's doing it because he's in power to do so. But at the same time, like, do we fucking know what the hell's going on anymore? And if we do know, are we gonna do anything about it? Because we've let him on terms twice. So obviously, I don't think we're gonna do anything about it. So are we just gonna wait till his term's over and then try to fucking make it better? Or are we just gonna take the term and be like, well, he was able to do it. Let's see what we can do. It's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse. And if he really is, then he won't give up his seat. You know what I mean? When it comes to time, then he won't give up his seat and he shows his true colors, and we all know. But like I said, we already know. We already know the dynamics. And it's not just him. There's Putin. There's fucking North Korea. There's, fucking, there's everybody. Everybody in power in different countries right now, I don't trust. I wouldn't trust anything anymore after all the Trump bullshit and the bringing of the works of everything and that's going on in the world, and how the world reacted and how the world took matters into, their little substantial fucking shit and parts of this play. That's a sign. And if you're not fucking bright enough to see what their actions are and how it matters, then we can never be united as an actual whole human race. We'll never do it. We'll never be it. It'll never be that way. We'll still be at each other's throats regardless of, in a sense, it's race, because it's cultural race. It's from different countries. Every country still has their own fucking cultural fucking deliberations from others out there. So I'm just saying, that's just how it is, and it's how it's probably always going to be. And I understand that because they like to hold their culture sacred, and what they do, especially with Chinese culture, Japanese culture, Black culture, like those things need to be preserved. But you don't have to act like a fucking douchebag to preserve it. You know what I mean? Like, we're all here on the same planet now. We all have opened up our cultures to the world, and we all understand, well, I can't say we all, but I do. I understand wholeheartedly what it means, to be in an Asian culture, what it means to be in an African culture. Asian cultures are more substantial with self-being and self-understanding and self-knowledge, but also preservation of, you know, portraying forwardness and survival. And they actually, I wholeheartedly think the Asians have it the best. To be honest, the Asians have it the best. Now they might have run their fucking course, because there's this conspiracy that the Asian culture is no longer able to survive past a certain year because they're basically out of resources. They've, used up all their farmlands, and their farmlands are dying because of how populated they are and shit. Whatever the case may be, they'll still find a way. I think they're smart enough to do that. We, on the other hand, in America, no, we're not that smart. We need our help from other cultures to be able to be that smart. And that's where we've gotten our smarts from, is the fear and the help from other countries. The reason why we have the power that we have over other countries is because of the nuclear systems that we were getting involved with Russia and Germany back in the day. The same thing with Japan. It's the same thing with China. I mean, we're all learning and going as we're learning. We're all learning the same pace. And somebody keeps wanting to say that they're higher and further than we are, and somebody, whatever the fucking case may be. It's just children being children, as we are on the fucking. It's the same diff. It's the same diff if we were at school on the playground. It's literally nothing different. It has no obligations towards anything. It's just we want to be the better, bigger bully, and that's really what it's always been about. So I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I think that people are going to lose their minds, dude. We're going to see a civil war. We're going to see, I mean, there's going to be more countries involved in this world war, because the war is a world war right now. We are World War III. I mean, we've been World War III since Ukraine started with Russia, with Russia starting Ukraine, whatever the fucking case may be. But since that started, it's been World War III. Because after that started, Libya came in to join, Korea came in to join, China came in to join. There was a conflict between China and Taiwan, which then Taiwan became now part of China, which is fucking crazy. Probably smart, to be honest. It was probably a good thing that they got that, but there's just so much happening, and now with all this conflict in Iran and Iraq and Syria and Gaza and fucking Israel, it's now becoming the biblical war that we've all been fearing. And I mean, when you get to the religion side of war, that's basically the end of times. That's what they're saying is the end of times. It's not some Armageddon that, is going to miraculously fucking happen from the heavens. No, it's us. We will cause the Armageddon. That's what they're saying. Because once the war goes from resources and land to absolutely how we believe and think, that's the fucking danger. Nobody realizes that religion war is not a fucking joke. Religion war has always been around too. And it's literally, it's control for how we think and how we fucking perceive our lives. It's always has been. It's not about religion. It's not about your fucking faith. The faith is nothing but in the people who fucking create it. Because what happened when Jesus died? What happened? Does anybody fucking know the history of what happened when Jesus fucking died? I'm sorry, but that's a fucking horror story. You want to get in the depths of it? Even my dad told me it. My dad, who's a wholeheartedly fucking full-blown Mormon Christian, still believes that God and Jesus are fucking like talking to him or whatever they fucking believe, that they're going to be saved. Okay. And this is the scariest fucking thought. Just listen to this. When Jesus died, do you know what happened and how religion started? The people, the apostles, the people who were with Jesus, who basically lived with Jesus, who understood the words of Jesus, they went and raided his tomb. Now, who fucking does that, first of all? And then you're going to put this guy as your Messiah, as your fucking savior, but you're going to take a piece of him because you think that that's going to save you. Then you're going to take that piece and you're going to create a cult religion out of that piece. And now we have however many different fucking types of religions out there who fucking base themselves in Christianity around Jesus Christ, saying that they're the one and only fucking church. Do you know how many fucking churches I've heard that from? The Mormons all believe that they are the one spiritual true church. Every fucking time they fucking go up to the podium, everybody who goes up to the podium will announce that this is the one and true church. How many fucking churches say that? I can't believe that shit. It's all fucking massacre, dude. It's all bullshit. All of them are bullshit. And nobody wants to fucking bat an eye to that. I'm sorry, but I'm saying it. I'm not hiding in the works anymore, and I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. Because I fought my dad about this, dude. And if I have to fight my dad about this shit, and then come into the works of like, maybe he's right, maybe I'm right, who fucking knows? But then I come into the works and I start diving into other religions and other fucking people's fucking prospects. And I see the same thing in their household. I see the same thing in my friends' household. I see the same thing in, fucking abusers' households who fucking claim themselves as Christians and fucking, righteous fucking people who absolutely do nothing but the word of God. And yet they're abusing their children. Some of them, almost most of them, are sexually abusing them. Oh, that's really godly of you. It is despicable to see all the fucking pedophiles coming out. And then, did you hear about, speaking of pedophiles, did you hear that Palm Beach Pete, who we all claimed is fucking still is Epstein, got a fucking arrested? Yep. For the same allegation, fucking hell, I can't speak. For the same allegations as Epstein. I don't know if it's wholeheartedly true or not, but I'm serious. I told you, fucking told you. Epstein's not dead. Dude. Assassin's Creed's real, man. I'm telling you. We need to get an Assassin's Guild going on because this is fucked. This is fucked. This is why I took so much initiative in my martial arts training and knowledge for bending my mind and spirit to the body at will, because my body is, as it hurts right now, I can still do shit and function shit that a 40-year-old cannot. And I could still fight through my pain. Like, my hand never went for surgery. I have no knuckle. I broke and smashed the fuck out of that. These two knuckles are fused together. I should not be able to do that. It should not have momentum like that. I should not be able to wiggle my fingers like that with the fusion in my knuckles. But I have given myself enough fucking physical therapy that I have healed myself. I did not go to a doctor. I did not take fucking drugs. I did not get surgery. I have never had surgery ever. And I refuse because I am scared to death of surgery. My knee has a fucking hole in it, and I should not be able to walk and bend and jump and bounce as I do. and skateboard still with a fucking hole in my right knee because this is my support knee. And sometimes when I'm holding a 70-pound fucking weight and I go to turn my body, that hole clips and collapses my whole fucking body. And I did that when I was working at King Supers 4 times, and I even had a witness watch me do it. And I fucking fell, but as I fell, I stopped myself from hitting the floor because I caught myself with my elbow, which drills into my hip and it locks my other leg up to keep me from falling over sideways. As long as I'm like, if I can catch myself on a ledge or a fucking wall or something, but if I'm just standing there in the open, I have to lean to the other side because my fucking knee gives out if I'm carrying too much heavy weight and I'm pivoting. It just gives out because there's a hole in my fucking knee. I never went fucking to surgery for that either. I have 3 broken ribs. I have my bottom rib that overlaps. So it overlaps my fucking break. So it didn't heal right. And it caved in right here. So I have, when I breathe in like that, sometimes it'll pinch, especially if my body is not as straight, which it's not right now. So I do got to be careful, but yeah, dude, like there's a lot of medicine out there that people are like, you should go to the doctor for that. And you're like, no, if you know how to heal, if you know your body well enough, your body heals itself. You don't ever have to go to the doctor. If you know the right type of herbs and medicines to take or the right type of supplements to take, you don't need to go to a fucking doctor unless your bone is protruding through your fucking body. You don't need really go to a doctor. You know what I mean? Unless your disease or infection completely irritating and dissolving your fucking skin, you don't really need to go to a doctor. You know? Oh, you got a little blood there? Oh, go stitch it up yourself or just go put some super glue on it or fucking do what I do. Leave it. I literally sliced my fucking shin open. I got a huge scar. I've cut my fucking knee open. I got a huge scar. Never fucking went to the doctor to go get stitches. Never once have I ever had stitches. Never. Got my head split open. Did my stepmom take me to the doctor? No. I had to fucking go through that myself. I had a fucking big ass gash. I got a huge scar still on the fucking back of my head from the fucking Lego box that my brother threw at me and slit my fucking head open. And then I have another cut from my dad because I broke his nose and it cut my fucking back of my head open. So I have 2 scars. I almost forgot about that one. I never got stitches for it. Never went to the doctor. Just laid there with the pad, had a little slight dizziness and fucking headache. And I went to school the next day. Just like that. Yeah, I'm fucked up, you know, but I've adapted. My body is adapted. And like I'm not totally warped and disfigured from it, you know. I get that some people do, but if you take care of your body and if you take care of yourself well and actually exercise, as I was as a kid, because I was so big into it, I was so big into exercising, so I wanted to be in basketball so bad. I wanted to be in the NBA so bad. Yo, we got a raid of 19. Let's go. Holding my joint. Welcome in, everybody. Wowzers. Oh, shit. I just dropped my... Oh, no, I dropped my dab rig, or my dab pen. I gotta burn it off. I got hair all over it. Big shout out to you. I appreciate you coming in on that beautiful raid. How are you doing? How was stream? We are chilling at the moment, doing a little podcast, talking about life and situations and ordeals that's going on that I'm fed up with and I've been trying to spread the word about. We were just talking about religion and how basic forms of it is just nonsense and bullshit and how it's pretty much, I don't know. You can take it as you want, but we talk about everything here in this podcast show. And normally, when I do a podcast, I'll have a guest here. We won't have chat open. chat will be a sub only chat because I'm trying to do a more VIP status for my viewers and my subscribers. So when we do podcast talk shows and stuff that I'm going to try and get into more, um, it's going to be more one-on-one talks or group chat talks, just focusing on the discussion at hand and not really too much focusing on chat. So just in the future references when we do podcasts, I will have sub only chats when we have guests and stuff for those VIP members to come in and chat and do questionnaires at the end of chat or at the end of the podcast. But today we're just kind of opening Wake and Bake, chilling, just kind of releasing some of the tension that I've been having over the last couple weeks. I've only done 2 podcasts in the last about the last month, I should say. I need to get back into it. I'm trying to stay more consistent with it. But again, talking about the stuff that goes on is like really hard to keep up with, and it's kind of hard to manage, to be honest. I mean, there's too much shit to go on that's just going on. So I'm just, slightly going over everything, getting back into it, trying to get guests in, trying to support what I do here and everything else. This is my brand, FNA World. I'm trying to make it something. Like, this is actually one of my t-shirts for my book that I'm writing. I am writing a book. I have 12 books that I'm writing constantly right now. I have one book semi finished. I'm trying to do a prequel to that book or kind of merge the first chapters into a more, like a what's the word? I'm all over the place and I just took a dab. So excuse me. Trying to get like a backstory into it. A little backstory of the book that I'm writing right now is a biblical kind of side to it. It's a little bit about my substantial life, but it's based around a fictional character. It's all fictional, but it has some underlining meaning to it. So basically, the character that it follows is a character who is bullied through life. He doesn't have parents. He's basically an orphan. Goes through life bullied and ridiculed. He's trying to understand things, and then it causes him to take his own life, causes him to go down depression and anxiety, as I am. Finds, it's basically my story of all of the shit that's happened to me that's driven me to my suicide points and why and why. So it's the story of him taking his life. He gets actually sent into the afterlife, and the main part of the story is him trying to redeem his soul in hell to represent a more better version of him, and then finds out that there's actually something more. So you have to read the story to find out. It's called A Baller's Heart, The Beast Who Once Was Loved, but it might be changed to The Beast's Curse, and then the second one might be The Beast Who Once Was Loved. I don't know. I'm still trying to come up with the title still, but I do have t-shirts for it. And I have a bunch of other merch if you want to go check it out, and just trying to do my own independent stuff. So I do work a full-time job, but my job is up through the summer because I work for the school district. So I'm not working right now, and I'm struggling, like severely struggling, trying to keep up with bills. And I have everything done through June, but come July and August, I'm going to be hurting because we start school back up in August, and I won't be able to get paid until September. So the next 2 months are going to be really crucial for me. I'm trying to be here for most of it, trying to be here more active. We do play video games. We get into Call of Duty. I get into all sorts of games. We were just talking about the new GTA 6 coming out. I'd like to get into that and how cool that's going to be. We're just talking about other games that I am going to start playing more actively. We do play War Robot Frontiers, Madden, Skate, Red Dead, what else? Jurassic World. I got a bunch of games. I get into everything. So I'm a little bit of a variety into everything with music and video games, but I am more of a horror. Like, I love my horror. I love my strategy. I love strategy games, and I love my FPS. So if I have it and have it installed, more than welcome, come join us and play when we get down. Like I said, in a little, probably here in about an hour or two, probably getting into some Call of Duty, depending on who's on. But right now, just kind of chilling, vibing, talking, and just chatting. One of the things though that I do need to chat about is the new idea that I got going on. So for those of you who are streamers, you don't have to be a streamer. You can be an independent business owner. But for the streamers who want to really progress and really grow and really do something with themselves, I'm trying to sponsor that as a way to help reach partnership. So as we all do, we all fall into this predicament where we hit our partnership, um, our achievements and stuff that we're supposed to collect. I've had my achievements for 2 years, 3 years probably. I've been affiliated now for 4 years. We're on our 4 year road. So it's been 4 years. It's been amazing. Grown a lot. I've been learned a lot. So if you need help with anything, I know how to do it. I've been shown the ropes. I'm still having some problems with some coding, trying to get like overlays to pop up or like emotes in like a chat command or something. Because all my emotes, it doesn't. It says it works, but it doesn't work. It comes up with like an error, and it says the word. It doesn't give the actual picture. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm still having some problems with those coding things. And as far as everything else, I have down except for the avatar. So like um your little avatar picture for your motion and your talking instead of your camera and stuff. I don't know how to do that without buying the whole package deal. But emotes, everything else, I'm super cheap with. It's like $5 for a pack of emotes that I do. I do like 2 or 3 emotes for like $5, 10 of 10 of them for like $25, depending on the emote. So I try to get my emotes out there. I do overlays and wall backgrounds and stuff. Done for about 6 or 7 streamers now. And then if you pay into my support package and you want to actually be sponsored, I will sponsor you. I add things like this to where I have the FNA crew here, which is my top sponsor streamers who we stream and collab with. They're here in the FNA crew, and then I put you up here in the list, and so you'll be up here in the list of shout outs. I give you shout outs to the list here as well. So I'll have like certain shout out lists and give you sponsors and shout outs all the time. I tab you up. I'll have you tabbed up for when you guys go live. So I always got you supported. Now I try to do that with everybody. But the ones who do support, the ones who do show more initiative, I tab up first. I will always have up first because they're the ones who pay the initiative. And then with whatever remaining tabs that I can have up, my PC sucks. I can't have too many up at a time. I will randomly bring up another rando to support. I show up in chat, I don't really stay in chat, like I'll lurk, but certain dynamics when it comes to support and stuff, like I'm too busy. Like I run around everywhere. I got, things going on in the real life too. Right now I'm house sitting, so I got 3 dogs I'm taking care of. I usually just have my dog, but just trying to, trying to keep myself stable and kosher to help you guys is what I'm trying to do here. So the more that I can be here, the more I can support back and give back. And that's what I really want. I really want, I want to help y'all. I'm not really here for money, but I'm struggling and I'm asking for money right now just because of how things are going. And if I can get this ordeal going off, not only can I get my book published, I can get, my business going. I can give back into streamers. I was going to do this pot giveaway to randomly choose a low time streamer who's struggling like I am and just come in with a big donation. So I'm gonna start doing that once I can get things going. So just we're still in the works, but it's pushing. It's coming along, and it's been 4 years since I started this, and we've come a long way. We've come a long way. It's been a struggle. I've been homeless, what, 3 times now? So trying to stay on my feet and keep pushing as much as I can. I try to be here every day. The last couple of days I haven't been here because I was sick. Ate something wrong and got food poisoning. So I'm just trying to recover from that and stay on top of stuff. Like I said, my bills are stacking up. So every little amount does help. And then again, we can collab on games if you um, if you do pay dividends more into it. Like I'm always open to play games with everybody, but because of my storage space and I got to delete games to make room for other games, what I have installed right now is kind of what I want to stick to for a while. So if there's anybody who wants me to literally run them through a game, or play a game with them specifically, say I do have Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. I'm not a Fortnite fan. But if you really, really have trouble with building your community, you want me to come in and join um, for a month. Just I'm asking for like a $25 donation, and for a whole month, I'll come in. I'll download the game. I'll play with you every day that you're on. We'll try to collab every chance that we can get. I focus more on you. I try to help you out. Everything else is a blur for the moment and secondary. So my stream team knows that, and everybody knows that because that's what the deal is. That's how we help each other. And sometimes the stream team will come in and help as well. You can always turn to them as well. Any of my mods, um, they're there for you as well. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get everybody involved, trying to grow the community out, and trying to grow the business out. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So again, there's my links for my business if you want to go check out my website on fnaworld.substack.com, and then my merch store on Threadless. I just updated my merch store too. So my merch store has new stuff on it. It's pretty cool. I have actually wanted to get some of that checked. Let's see, where is... Let me bring up Discord real quick. Ooh, Gammy just texted me, said he's going to be on Call of Duty Zombies later tonight. That could be a possibility for tonight, is get on some Call of Duty Zombies. It's been a minute since I played Zombies. I don't have 7. I only have 6, and I have Modern Warfare 2, and I have Black Ops 3. Those are the only Call of Duty games I have. Well, no, I do have Cold War too. So I don't pay dividends into every single new game either. Like all the Maddens and stuff. I don't buy every single new EA game. I ain't got that type of money. Okay? I pay dividends in the ones that I like, that I find interesting, and try to find a more updated version of it. So like 23 was the one I was playing for the most part, and then got into 26, and 26 is literally just 23 updated. But it's kind of worse. Almost. It's better and worse at the same time. It's really ridiculous. I don't know how I feel about it. Where's my... Hold on, I'm trying to bring up my picks. They just added... I don't know if I added them on Discord. Maybe I didn't. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Let me bring up my store then. Where is you store? There you are. All right. I'm on PC. Don't lag on me now. Promotion Discord. No, where's t-shirts, prints? There we go. Here is my store. So this is my main stuff right here. This is the book, one of the book shirts. So I have a white version. Everything is white or black. I do have different color coordinations, but I can't make like a picture match the color shirt. So if you want a specific colored shirt, let me know and I can change because I have to change the background. So you can see right here how the white is kind of like a box. So what I'm using to make the picture, I have to use Canva, and then Canva makes the portrait for me in different sizes and different whatever fucking background filters sizes. And for this website, it only reads certain types of size files. So I have to use the specific one to make the picture. So I can't change like the whole fucking thing to have like hearts in a like diagonal or whatever from bottom to shoulder. Unfortunately, I can only use that square. So it looks more like that. So if you want a certain color, I got to change the background of the box of that item to match the color, so that you don't have like a black box with that fucking picture, or a white box. So, and then there's also, when you come in here, there's front and back. There it is. So there's different crest versions for all my stuff. And there's a back version. So this one will be changing. This is my 2021 podcast shirt. This is the original first one up. I haven't come out with any new ones, and I'm actually creating a new podcast shirt right now. So that one will be up here soon. Because I don't podcast with my buddy Red anymore. So all my stuff has Red Hide's stuff on it too. So I gotta go through and edit that. I don't know if he's actually interested in wanting to come back and podcast with me. Possibility he might come back, but I highly doubt it. And then where's my menu? So I got all my avatars. I just added everything into its file, so it should be easier to find now. So all my avatar stuff, I got my little baller, my old baller. This used to be my background for stream. This is my new wallpaper that I made. My new angel look. This is actually, where's the other new one? So I have another new angel that I'm using. There it is. So this is my new angel that I created. Of course, I got to update the F&A travel, make it more 3D and presentable. So there's still some work I got to do on some of these older pictures. I got to revamp, but all my decagram logos. So again, I have all these different color schemes. This is my main color scheme. I try to have like a certain dynamic for certain things, but my main actual color scheme is this color. This is my number one color scheme. The black and pink, or the white and pink. That's right. I like pink. Pink is hot. So I got all sorts of things. And then my new stuff, let's see, do I have it in my avatars, or is it in where's my new stuff? So I got my poor little buggers panda. I just added, this is one of my new designs. The front and back has a new back, and I love the back. Yep. Gotta love the back. Poor little buggers. Go fuck yourself. I think I got a new crest. Nope, crest is just the F&A world. Where's the other one? These are my DBZ poems and my DBZ ones. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for that, but I created it. My Christmas shirt for holiday season, and I got to revamp my NSD. Where did I see my NSD? There's my NSD. Oh, I did revamp it. I just got to add the tribal, 3D tribal. So I got to revamp this one slightly. But this is my NSD shirt. So for those stoners out there want a National Stoners Day shirt, I got one for you. Happy 420. Trying to make that into a thing, man. We've already made 420 a fucking holiday. We're going to make it a national holiday, all right? It's going to be a national holiday. Because everybody should take a little toke from time to time. You don't have to be a true, straight up stoner for the rest of your life. Just take a toke, relax, and fucking enjoy life, all right? Quit paying dividends to all the stress and shit. Just learn to let go for a little bit. That's it. That's all you should do. In your college years, smoke a little. That's it. Be done. Don't try anything new. Don't try anything else. Maybe shrooms, but that's another story. But weed's nothing, dude. There's nothing wrong with weed. And in fact, smoke weed over a cigarette, please. Get the fucking cigarette smoke out of here. God, I can't even stand that smell. Weed smells so much better. Fuck cigarettes. Hold on. Where's my new? Oh, I did see my new one. Hold on. I did not go over it. Where is it? This is my new one. There we go. So again, all these shirts are on sale, $14 right now, $20 for the front and back or crest and back. Go get you a copy. The crest and back, just the symbol, and oh, that's not supposed to be the back. Oh, nope, this is the wrong one. Did you go back? Go back. There it is. This is the one. Oh, wait, no. That's not the one. I got to edit that one then. Because I had where it has on the back, since that one, okay, this one has it on the front. So this one has live hard, work hard, love hard on the front. So on the back, it's just the FNA world. So this one has, wait, what the fuck? I just clicked on it. Why did you bring me back here? God damn it. Hello? Hello? Okay, it doesn't want to click. Hold on, let me refresh. Thank you. Jeez Louise. Okay, and it doesn't have my back. Well, this is supposed to have the back with the back of saying live hard, fucking work hard. I got to change that then. Okay, well, I guess, see? I'm trying to figure this out. But for the most part, everything else should be done. Let me check. So these are all my book covers. This is the one with the poem on the back. So on this shirt that I'm wearing right now has the back that says this. Now I just changed it. So this is the new updated version. Every day I feel like I'm falling down a hole. Every day I feel like I'm just getting too old. Sometimes I feel like I'm dying within my soul. Sometimes I feel like I'm growing too dark beyond control. Now the original is on my back right now. It has the entire thing except for the 2. So I'm just getting too old, and I don't have growing too dark. So that's the only difference. And then the color scheme is different. It's more of a purple than a kind of fiery. Let's see. But yeah, this is my store. And these are going to be available soon. I'm redoing all of these. As you can see, I haven't updated the FNA Tribal, so this is the original. If you guys are fishers, I went fishing with my buddy, and I love fishing. Fishing's fun. Always have loved and enjoyed fishing. So it just kind of came up with this fishing design, and me and my buddy were talking about lines and stuff, and I came up with this line, bite my line. I love it. So that is another one of my projects that I'm working on is my Bite My Line fishing logos. If you like that, go check it out. I got all sorts of stuff. I love getting into creating. That's really where I enjoy, is just creating stuff. Is this really the only? I have more. I might have deleted them all because I was going to edit all of them and change them all out. So I was like, might as well just delete them all and repost them. Yeah, that's it. As far as my new ones. I think so. I think that's it. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my store. Pretty cool. Doot, doot. Oh no. I closed chat on accident. Hold on. I closed chat. Whoops. All right, we're back. So yeah, working on the projects, working on stream, working on podcasting more. Just trying to get in the ropes. So if anybody wants to get in on this, let me know. Come join me on Discord if you haven't. And I've been trying to get into. Let's see. Let's bring up Discord. I've been trying to get into all this shit. I don't know where to start. I don't even know what to make of most of this. How many of y'all are conspirators? Or actually not conspirators, but just like are confused as me? Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to find. Where's my posts? I'm just going to start at the bottom bucket. So this guy, where's my volume? There it is. Allah, courts over there. Not. Can I restart this? They're pushing blasphemy laws over there, and one of them is called M103. It's in Canada. People are being jailed. People are being like raped in the United States, and nobody's doing anything about that because these Muslims are protected. Level 3 is what happened to my country, Iran. The hell I lived under. The apostasy laws, blasphemy laws, the hangings. These people do not change. They use taqiyya to come to your country, lie to every single one of you, and tell you they're different. They're not. Even in Florida, if you look at any of these mosques, they're pushing infidels. They're saying we want to kill infidels, we want to take over their lands. They're openly calling this out. Go to X and watch any of them straight up talking about this. And people like you I love America. I love America. Like right now, when I was in Iran living in that hellhole under Islam, I was praying to God to come to this country one day and live freely. Everybody
this
does.
shit is happening. I'm so sorry, but I'm like crying.
That's your time. Thank you.
I'm gonna replay that. If this doesn't make you emotional, dude, you're in the wrong place. I understand being an American and losing your job to an immigrant who's illegal here, who's, you know, dealing drugs and fucking basically somewhat living a better life than I am. It is a problem. Okay, that is a problem. But this is more of a problem.
My name is Edwin
This is
Zagoli.
way worse.
I am a Sharia law survivor, was born in Iran, and I'm here to tell you everything that you're doing here has been done in UK and Canada. You have no idea where this halal money is going to, how they're funding these mosques, and what kind of a hell is
Again,
coming towards your country
comes
right
back
now.
around to that
It's
religious play.
2026. I escaped that hell
Everything
years ago,
that we pay our
and I'm
taxes
seeing
towards
the
goes to
same
fucking
thing happening
religion.
over here in the United States. You have no idea. There's 3 levels of Sharia law that is happening. Right now, it's level 1. They come in peace. They come and tell you, we just want rights. We want to be part of it. Level 2 is what's happening in UK right now. You have 2-tier policing. You have cops who are working with Muslims right now. You have Sharia law courts over there. Now they're pushing blasphemy laws over there. And one of them is called M103. It's in Canada. People are being jailed. People are being like raped in the United States, and nobody's doing anything about that because these Muslims are protected. Level 3 is what happened to my country, Iran. The hell I lived under. The apostasy laws, blasphemy laws, the hangings. These people do not change. They use taqiyya to come to your country, lie to every single one of you, and tell you they're different. They're not. Even in Florida, if you look at any of these mosques, they're pushing infidels. They're saying we want to kill infidels. We want to take over their lands.
Florida
They're
laws are
openly
insane.
calling this out.
Insane.
Go to X and watch any of them straight up talking about this. And people like you are, I love America. I love America. Like right now, when I was in Iran living in that hellhole under Islam, I was praying to God to come to this country one day and live freely. And this shit is happening. I'm so sorry, but I'm like crying.
That's your time. Thank you.
That's so bullshit that they have a certain amount of time and then they just cut them off like that. Like, I understand that you have a lot, that you only have a certain amount of time to speak your mind, but there's a lot more to speak about than 2 minutes worth. You know what I mean? Like, how can you cram that much fucking information in 2 minutes and have evidence for it to back it up so that you can win their side? It's not enough. 5 minutes, maybe. That's crazy. That's a crazy statement from an Iranian who has been ported over here to get away from the massacre. And you know how many statements and testimonies that I've heard from people in other countries who have come over here because of all the fucking tyranny that they had to deal with over there because their country is not that much greater or not great at all. Like, there's a lot of people that I've talked to in general, just outside of streaming and stuff, just, you know, on the streets. You say, I love it here. It's amazing. And yeah, they should love it here, you know, and we should take more better care of being here and wanting to develop and staying here, you know, and making it plausible for other people to make it available to be here. You know, we are born, well, not born, sorry, we were taught wrong about history, and you know, we were from our history books, we were all migrants. You know, all of us were immigrants from other countries to come here from all of the backlash and all of the bullshit that was happening in all the other countries in Great Britain and stuff. It's the same ordeal that is happening with how we eradicated the natives to move in, you know, and now it's like they're trying to do the same thing to us, and it's just fucking far fetched, you know. Without the eradication, they're just trying to move in. They're just trying to move in and get away from all the fucking bullshit that's going on out there. And I see that. I see that, and it does break my heart. And yeah, it makes me want to fucking help and be there, you know, for others. But at the same time, we got to take care of our fucking country first. We got to take care of ourselves first, you know. Listen to this too. This is something crazy that I came across that is about if you get pulled over and you don't have your driver's license. Now, as an American, I've always been told you don't have to have the driver's license on you. You just have to have a driver's license to show that you do have the performance education to be out here on the road, right? That's what a license is. Has nothing to do with anything else. So your identity that cops use to literally profile you from your from your license is actually false, and they should not be doing that. It's actually against the law. So listen to this shit.
What did the police officer do? He conducted a legal traffic stop, right? All in their own words. Traffic, commerce, trade, sale, or exchange of merchandise, bills, money, yada, yada, yada. Traffic is commerce. And don't bother to ask a police officer anything about this. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 3, to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with Indian tribes. When people say that you only need a driver's license to engage in commerce, they are not the ones that's lying. The police are the ones who are lying. When they say you have to have a driver's license, they are lying to you, period.
Yep. I knew of the police brutality over the years growing up as a white person. I knew it existed. I knew I knew it went on. I didn't know it was the extent and how far the extent was. But now with everything transitioning and everything coming up out of the works, how much have we seen in multiple fucking states? How much have we dealt with ourselves in multiple different states and counties from corrupted cops being basically thinking that they're okay with this because that's how they act. That's how they are. They're like, we just profile you and go above the law because we are the law. No, you're not. You're still abided to us, the citizens. You are a public servant, and they don't act like that. They don't act like that. Some of them do. Very minor cops do. There's some good cops out there. I'm not going to lie. There's good people out there just the same. But for the majority, this is out of hand. This is getting sickening, frightening, and people are starting to see it. They're starting to notice that it's literally not just a branch or just one city. It's fucking everywhere. I mean, you can't deny the Illuminati anymore. Like, you really can at this point. You know, it's almost the same aspect. Like we've been hearing about all these conspiracies. You've been talking about all the conspiracies all you want. Now, yeah, it's what they are. They're conspiracies. But what if people were like, well, the conspiracy was made to be conspiracy to cover up the fucking true facts because that's what the conspiracy does, is cover up the true facts. Duh. I mean, just follow and connect the dots. That's it. Just follow and connect
to the sun.
This I don't know. I mean, this just makes sense.
$40,000 setup.
This isn't
with the
something
lenses
conspiratorial.
And fancy camera. This is not AI. This is the sun.
This is actually true.
Now,
the sun looks like a furry critter.
Solar flares.
I'm not joking.
All
like,
I know is
that's actually been known since seventh
like
grade.
Freaking organism.
If you don't know that,
and if
go back to science class. Seriously.
If they're lying about
this is nothing to be conspiratorial.
If they're lying about the nature of our reality, then you can also imagine we may have been lied to about the sun. This is footage of the sun with a whole bunch of
Yeah, that's
basically
true. That
sunglasses
is
on the
actual
friggin'
footage of the
lens of the
sun.
camera to be able to see it in
Or it could
detail.
be, you know.
A
I'm
ball
pretty
of
positive that
gas and
is.
fire. I'm not sure. It actually looks like a molecule or some type of
Now that, ah, I don't know. Is that an AI pic? Maybe. Is that actually a camera filtered pic that NASA might have of the sun? And could that be an actual organism? That actually could be true. Science is, we're still learning a lot about different things. And my whole hypothesis on space is that the fact that, you know what Earth and planets are? We're molecules in a giant cell. We're in a giant organism. Like you think, if you think about it, if you really want to get technical about it, which it's not true because they've already found that space is a tree. The dynamics of life and the whole dynamic of religion and based off of the whole, word of God, and the fact that we can't hear God's voice and we can't speak to God and we aren't God. I mean, we are in a sense of God. We're made in God's image. That whole speech right there, it resonated with me as a kid. And then when I got into science class in 7th grade, we, developed more about space. And I got really intrigued as normal, as a normal 13-year-old would. But because I know the dynamics of religion from what I was taught and growing up, and, the whole bond thing and the whole like, the more of us you can't break because, certain aspects of physics and dynamics of science. There was a thing that my dad taught me in one of my classes at church, stating that God lived on a planet, right? And I flipped shit and I was like, so God's an alien. God is not an ultra being. He's an alien, maybe an alien of creation and can't reproduce himself. So he created us to be able to reproduce or something, something stupid. I don't know. And that's why we have conspiracies over aliens probing us and attacking us or fucking taking us away or whatever. It fits one of the ordeals. But then hold on, if you dig deeper, it gets even weirder, because then when you go into space and you're learning how space is infinite, think about that for a second. How is space infinite? And then not only is it infinite, it's infinitely growing. It's infinitely getting bigger. How? What is the space then that is making this infinite growth plausible and possible? And then what is the infinite growth? Well, if you take what science has learned about science or space and being layers and stuff, we found a tree, like an outer fucking, it like forms a tree or some shit, which is almost where we're starting to conspire about the tree of life. But there's my theory is the fact that we're cell organisms. We are the nucleons running around like Energizer Bunny batteries. We are we not causing the storms and the craziness and the fucking adaptations to our world? Are the worlds not like protons and neutrons out there banging around in space, fucking bouncing around everywhere? And then on top of space, the galaxies. So the galaxies are like the fucking uh um god damn it. The cell. Not the cells. The neutrons. See, I gotta go back to fucking science class. But it's basically like we're stepping up and growing bigger and bigger and bigger. We're just in a giant fucking cellular organism. So that's where this plays in. So the sun could really technically be a fucking organism. It's crazy. I'm not. I don't know. It's one of my theories. It's one of my high thoughts on it. It's anything could be possible. We don't know. That's the problem. We don't know. Okay. but that's not a problem. There's no problem with not knowing. Like, you can have your ideals and your beliefs all you want. So we can too, you know? And it's the same thing with being human. It's all adaptive to knowledge. The more you know, the more you understand, is it not? So if there's a possibility to understand that side of the realm, then isn't it our obligation to explore it? Just saying. I'm just saying.
Organism with a microscope. And I don't think
Yeah,
that this is
I'm done with this video. That video didn't really satisfy me. It was just a theory that kind of went into one of my theories. And I don't know what this one is. I have no idea what that one is about. Simone Biles, I don't know. This one though is hilarious. I don't know if you guys follow this guy, but Bert is a funny comedian, and I just threw this in the list because of Bert gets these artifacts, and he really is.
I'm not kidding you.
A fan of these artifacts. I don't know how it ties in, but
Go ahead.
I think he's Jewish.
And I'll tell you the story.
I don't
once you take
follow
the
him
top
like
off.
wholeheartedly,
Is he
but
gonna bite me? No.
he's a funny comedian. Okay, I find him funny. I find him
Okay.
entertaining, and
That
there's
teacup
some
set
interesting
was
facts
at
I've
the
learned.
Haus Wachenfeld on the Obersalzberg. And in 1936, Gertie Troost, whose husband was Hitler's architect, was his interior designer. She had that teacup set at her apartment in Bad Reichenhall, and a man named Isaac Hahn was gifted it. He sold it to an unknown collector who later sold it to a man named Richard Michael Colliker, who sold it once more to the unnamed party, and we acquired it. And there is basically a 99% probability that you're holding something that the Fuhrer drank from at his vacation home.
This is Hitler's cup.
That was Hitler's cup. Yeah.
That's crazy. Is that really something to be chuckling about? Like, A, why isn't that in a museum? It's in a collector's hands. Who is this collector? This is why I put it in my conspiracy box, is because, okay, this guy has and knows a tie to Hitler and has an artifact of Hitler's, and instead of putting it into like a museum or something, or putting, like, and I don't know, like, there's so many questions that just boggle my mind of how he has the possession of this. And Bert being Bert, like, I would be kind of intrigued, and I guess, I mean, I kind of am a little fascinated with why there's, well, it's not like certain artifacts, but it's like it's more like why, why would we be so fascinated with historical artifacts from the most brutal people on the planet? And it's just a weird thing that we all fucking get into, I guess. I don't know. Like, I had a fad about it once, but then I stopped caring about it because there was just no, unless it has like a special power or a certain like dynamic to it, there's no value in it. And this is what people buy for millions and millions of dollars. And it boggles my mind of what the fuck we do in the shadows. Like, these people exist, and these are the people that we talk about. These are the people that we probably should be worried. But I mean, knowing Bert's a comedian, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a big fan of him. Okay, I'm not a big fan of him. He's just, like I said, I'm just entertained by him, and he's funny. He's got some funny stuff. He's not all time funny. There's his group that he runs with. He's actually the least funniest, in my opinion. But it's the things that he gets involved with that really catches my eye, and I'm intrigued. That's all. I'm just intrigued. So it's just baffling to know what really goes on with certain people's lives that you don't really know. You're like, oh, I follow these people. I don't know what's going on in their lives. I just like their criteria. And then you're like, I should not like this person. This is another conspiracy I'm not going to get into. The epinephrine thing, I don't understand what's going on there. I think it's about the cancer, beating cancer, and taking epinephrine or whatever the fuck you pronounce it. I can't pronounce it. But this, hold on, I gotta pause this. This is fucking crazy. So we all know the conspiracy with Diddy, right? We all know what's going on with Diddy, right? Diddy's locked up. Diddy ain't going anywhere. Diddy thinks that he's gonna get out. He ain't getting out. What he did to Usher, what he did to Bieber, what he did as a whole, dude, it's fucked up. But listen to Bieber's statement as a fucking child that nobody caught on to in an open fucking interview.
Yeah. Just
Listen to
hanging out
this
with us.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was with him about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and yeah.
What was that like? Next thing you know, you have a manager.
He's scared to talk
How did
about
that
it.
happen?
He messaged me
Yeah.
on my YouTube, and my mom kind of ignored it. After that, he he looked in the background of my videos and seen that, like, where I lived and stuff.
I can't.
Yeah,
This
and,
is so
and kind
fucking
of tracked
straight.
me down.
Yeah.
And it was kind of creepy, actually. Yeah, and then my mom finally just wanted to get rid of him, so she called him back from an unknown number. Well, he told my mom a lot of, like, stuff about him and told me to check him out on Google and stuff.
Yeah.
Did what? I'm sorry. So if you're gonna be famous, you're being stalked. It looks like that's how it was. Or is. Dude, that's fucked up. That is fucked up shit. I mean, it just resonates and goes to show what has been in front of our faces the whole time. What I fucking noticed and have been talking about, and why I don't follow certain people, why I don't like certain people. The whole Oprah thing. People still don't fucking believe me. I've been trying to put the fucking evidence right in front of their faces all this time. Nothing. Is anybody going to go after her? No, because she's the most richest fucking person in fucking Hollywood. Are you kidding me? She's probably untouchable. But is she the right one to be following? No. And people still fucking love her. Love her. Like nothing's going on. The stories, the backlash, the fucking Hollywood fucking everybody in Hollywood who's transitioned with her and fucking have been talking about it. And it's literally everything has been talked about and spread about. Oh no, not her. And yet we don't do anything about it. Like I just don't get it. Wait, which one did I God damn it, which one did I just pick? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Palm Beach Pete. Now, I did not speculate at first. Yes, when he came out of the works after the whole Epstein, you know what? I never did search him up. I never did. I want to search him up real quick. I need to bring up his actual like specs. Because if he's that popular, he'll have a Wikipedia about him, right? Because everybody who's fucking popular has a Wikipedia about him. Fuck, I wonder if I do. Wikipedia on Palm Beach Pete. Let's learn about this guy. Originally from New York, attended Syracuse University. Let's bring up Jeffrey Epstein. And let's do a comparison. All right. Wikipedia on Jeffrey Epstein. So that's pretty interesting. That the first thing I read on the second, in 2005, he was arrested in Palm Beach investigating, but hold on, we'll get to that. I want to see where he, like, all about him. Hold on. Oh, look at that. Born New York City, 1953. Hold on. Now look at Palm Beach Pete. 1955. Ooh, pretty fucking close. Pretty fucking close. August 10th. Where's his? It doesn't even have it. It doesn't even have it, ladies and germs. His birthday is not on that. Oh, wait, August. It's, oh no, that just happened. Okay, so hold on. Identify point, yeah. Fuel conspiracy, blah blah blah. Okay. So no date, no birth date. So we don't know because it doesn't say. So that's a question to keep asking him to see if he's actually related. Let's see, what else can we dive into? New York University. So he didn't go to Syracuse, huh? Or actually, where is Syracuse? I don't even know where Syracuse is. I'm not big on, I mean, I know of Syracuse. I'm not big on place value of colleges, okay? And the only college that I care about is two, and that's Oregon, and I do like the Huskies. But I actually like the Wolverines too. I like Michigan. But all right, so that's interesting. So they're both from New York. They've both been to Palm Beach. I've probably both lived in Palm Beach. So, considering that he was arrested in Palm Beach with a 14-year-old, this is crazy. You know, back in 2005, he wasn't arrested until 2018 or 17. Fucking crazy, dude. Just reading all this. I mean, I'm just gonna leave this up here for y'all to read. I'm just gonna skim it and just kind of compare. But bro, if you can't connect the fucking dots, early life, raised in Brooklyn, he has a Jewish family. Jewish family. Again, with this whole entourage with fucking Israel. And there's been a saying that there was a sighting of Epstein in Israel after his death. Not sure if that's, any truth to that. Epstein has been regularly flying to Palm Beach visiting young women. Okay. So just pretty close. Now, according to Palm Beach Pete, he was in the NCAA division of men's tennis. Well, let's look that up, shall we? The NCAA men's tennis championships. Let's look at that. Bracket rankings. Yeah. History. Cool. Now, we know he was from Syracuse, right? What year? In 1977, he worked commercial real estate in New York prior to retirement and played. That's all it says. It doesn't really specify what year. So if he graduated from in 1977, it would have been 77, 78. I mean, 76, right? Oops. No thanks. Go away. Don't care. So 70. Okay. 77 is Stanford, my guy. So is that a lie? Did Wikipedia lie about him being in the NCAA? Because if he's from Syracuse and won the championship, where's that at, huh? Can I get the bracket for those 2 years? Can somebody search? I don't know if I can find that. But if somebody can help me find these two, or see these two, Southern California, UCLA, and Stanford, 77, 76, maybe even go far as 75 to the 3 years that he was in college. Or was that high school? Did he? Nope, Syracuse University. He attended Syracuse University, which he had graduated from in 1977. So yeah, those 3 years. Look up those 3 years. If anybody can help me find the documentation and the brackets of him being in the championship playoffs on the team with his, because I'd have to go through the school paperwork. I'd have to search Syracuse. I'd have to go a whole fucking thing. I don't want to do that. But if somebody wants to help me find out 77, 76, and 75 in Syracuse, looking up Palm Beach Pete. I don't know what his fucking true name is. We just know his name is Pete. Probably Peter. Of course, does it even say on here? Oh, Peter Bart Samel. There we go. American social media influencer. He is best known for his resemblance to Jeffrey Epstein. And like, he fucking wears that proudly. That's not something to be proud of, nor wanting to be fucking compared to. I'm sorry. But would you want to be compared to fucking Jeffrey Dahmer? Just saying. That's a fucking bit suspicious in itself. So if we can find his actual school records and find out that Peter Samel is his name and did attend the fucking NCAA Division's men's championship, it doesn't say he won it. It just says he attended it. I don't know. You tell me. Is this true or not? Is this guy a real guy, or is he fucking under another alias, and is this Epstein? Because a lot of it really shows this being an alias. I'm not 100%, and I'm not saying I am, and I'm not going, but I'm going to hold my suspicions up as everybody else is. And then you fucking see shit like this.
DNA results back for Palm Beach Pete, but instead, he's running. He claims that he got a letter from the state of Florida regarding irregularities in his DNA test, and they've actually seized the results of his DNA test, and they need to further investigate it regarding the legitimacy and accuracy and some things that raise some questions. And you know, he's actually running for mayor, so he said he's not going to be able to run for mayor until they get a
he's
clear
running for mayor
answer
too?
on
Who
what's
the
going
fuck
on
is
with
this
his
guy?
DNA. So, Palm Beach Pete says in the meantime, he's going to be leaving town for a bit. He's going to be going on a vacation. We won't be seeing or hearing him for a while.
Hey, by the way, when this was stated, when Palm Beach Pete, there was I wonder if I can find the YouTube video. There's another post. I posted it. It's somewhere in this list. It's probably higher up in this list, because this is all the shit that I posted yesterday. No, wait, that's a TikTok. Is that? No, that's from 2 months ago. This one. One of these videos, he stated how he's not Epstein and he's like blah blah blah, and he's like he's got such, I don't like that fucking smile. It's so creepy too. But that's just a picture, it's not the video. Damn it. I find all this shit on Instagram. It's not gonna be on YouTube because it's a short, it's not a video. It's just like a little post. But he posted something about taking a vacation and going off, and he had girls in his fucking car. Like severely underage. I mean, not underage, but they were like 20s, right? Like they were way younger than he was. And this motherfucker, it just baffles my mind. It just fucking baffles.
And sources are saying he's gonna be going to the Hamptons. Of all places, the Hamptons. The jig is up, pal.
Yo, what up, Alan?
I mean, come on. At this point, if this isn't Epstein, bro, why would he run? If he's not guilty, why is he fleeing? What is in those DNA results that he doesn't want us to see? Now, I know people have already tried to debunk this, say they're not the same person.
I don't
maybe
know
this guy's just milking it, maybe he's running with it. They say Epstein was much taller and Palm Beach Pizza much shorter, but I don't know, guys. This whole thing is getting weird, but at this point, he's officially on the run, and we're not going to see or hear about him for a while. Kind of sus. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. My name is AC. I just got banned at 5.7 million followers. Like a
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about him being on the run, but there's no news. And don't listen to anything Fox News says. Fox News is just going to lie. I don't listen to Fox News. Don't ever listen to Fox News. Fox News is trash news. It's all fucking scripted shit. Don't fucking go with Fox News. I still try to roll with CNN, even though I don't think CNN is scripted, but I think CNN has liability conflicts. So they might not be saying everything that's truthful, but for the most part, CNN is they're all forced to actual show facts. Like I don't see anything of him being on the run or because it would be one of the big highlights, you know. I don't know about that, but I do know that he does have. There was mentioning of him having his own island, so that again, just connecting dots, just makes sense. News about Palm Beach Pete. Let's see. Yep, MSN. Let's make Palm Beach cool. Jeffrey Epstein look like sparks alarm after boasting of access to young children in viral post. What? Oh, that's Jeffrey. Yeah. So far, everything is just the fact that he's alike. That's it. There's no actual. There's still no actual evidence of that being true. But I'm just saying that is something to be skeptical about. And then the fact that he just kind of waves it off as like he waves it on like a fucking charity role, like he's like he accepts it with gratitude, like he's going to become famous because of this, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking basically rule off of this. Like that's stupid. That's the dumbest thing ever. So people need to stop feeding into his crap and just let it die. Just let it die. He's not fucking Epstein. Just let it die so that this motherfucker doesn't, enjoy the fruit of our loins because we're making a big deal out of nothing. It's fucking stupid and it's pathetic, and he's just gonna rub it back in our faces, and I'm not taking that. I don't want that. I know you don't want that. Stop giving him fucking feature. Stop feeding his bullshit. They said that he's still alive. I don't know. Again, it's just the conspiracy, bro. It's just a conspiracy. However, I'm not doubting it. With how much these two resemble each other, with how much these two have in common, without how much these two really still kind of play the same part. I mean, if he's not, what if he's in on it? What if he's just the other side of Epstein's ring? You know? It's at this point, it doesn't matter if he is. What matters is if he's fucking good or not, you know? And he's still playing, it looked like to me that he was still playing the same role as Epstein, just playing it as fucking Palm Beach Pete. You know, I'm Palm Beach Pete, but I got me an island. Don't read nothing into it. I like young girls. Don't read nothing into it. You know, like out here spreading the gospel, like, oh, I'm not him. I have nothing to do with him, but I still like to do the stuff that he does. You know, like fucking hell. Come on. It's just bullshit. Just all bullshit. Now check this out though. This next conspiracy about Trump. This is another thing that I don't know what to make of it anymore, because the fact that we all know he's old as well as Biden was, but what's the one thing in common that the presidency has? What's the number one thing that every single president has always had in common? It's the number one thing. In my opinion, it's always been old age. Why? Why is our presidency always filled with an old age? And it's like the top dog old, like not 40s, 50s old, okay? We're talking like pushing 100 fucking years old, 80s, 70s, 90s. Why? Why do we put a crippled old man in power, in the seat at the White House with the audacity to be able to fucking hit a red button, who has dementia, who can't regulate shit, who can barely even stand up and get up and walk around on his own? Why? Why? Now, I'm not asking for a 14-year-old president either. We shouldn't have a fucking 14-year-old in fucking power. But what year do you think would be the most kosher and correct years to be seated in the fucking White House under power and rule over a whole fucking nation? What years do you believe would be the best? Because in my opinion, even though our youngest to be running for president is 35, I was going to be that youngest fucking president. I still want to be one of the youngest presidents, because we should be running from 30 to 50, not anything higher than 55. If you can't operate a fucking vehicle after 55 or 65, and you shouldn't be driving at 65 plus, well, then you shouldn't be fucking president either. Like, hello? Like, the fuck, dude? If you're even for CEO businesses, you should be stepping down and retired at 55 to 65. People don't fucking stay up in their fucking office buildings till they're fucking 90. Are you kidding me? So why would we allow a president that's something to question for ourselves here in America? 'Cause that's fucked up. I've always wondered that. I don't understand it. So, again, Trump being Trump, I know he's a troll. We all know he's a troll. He was in Hollywood forever. Yes, this man is a fucking pedophile. You want to know why I know, and without the evidence that's been shown, is because the way he acts around children, for one, and two, the way he speaks And 3, because of everybody who fucking knows him and has been around him. So just hearing the statements from everybody from Hollywood is just enough to know this guy's despicable. And yet he's our president. I just, no words.
Supposed to be a big signing ceremony today in the Capitol, and then all of a sudden, Donald Trump decides he's not coming to sign the bill. Well, why is that?
Wow.
Did he wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Is he unable to stay awake today? What's causing him to chicken out again? Is it Taco Wednesday?
Chicken out again.
He's surrounded by architects trying to find out how to improve the reflecting pool.
Side effects from a drug.
Yeah,
Well,
that is
we
true.
don't know.
He's
This
put more
erratic behavior
dedication
in the
in this
president is very
fucking
concerning.
pool than
He
he
has trouble
is
staying
our
awake
democracy
at
right
multiple
now.
White House events and cabinet meetings. He has clearly some weakness in one of his arms. He's got swelling in his hands. And the White House.
By the way, what he just stated right there, that he's not looking well, he's got swelling in his hands. There is somebody that I follow on Instagram who claims he's a 7th generation Illuminatist. You can go follow him. You can go check out his fucking Instagram. He comes out claiming everything is Illuminati. He's able to speak about it, blah, blah, blah. So if you want to go listen to him, I haven't follow him because I'm not. I mean, that's some scary shit for one, because then you give out your information. He's got a way to fucking follow you back and blah, blah. But I've been keeping tabs on him, just listening and just giving my ear to him, just kind of keeping an open mind about what he's saying compared to the dots that's happening compared to everything else. So I'm just saying it's not 100%, but for what he claims, Trump's had a stroke. Trump has had a stroke. Either has already had a stroke or is in the like stages of having a major fucking stroke. We all know the Simpsons prediction: Trump dies in office while his second term, right? There's also another prediction that somebody stated. It was like, actually, I think it might be in one of these posts as well, of a prediction of Trump literally dying soon, like might be on the verge of death here in the next like 6 months, possibly. And they might replace him with an AI or, fucking whatever they replace him with instead of having JD Vance take over, which, whatever. I don't know. All I know is it's spishy and the signs are there. And if you watch his interviews and stuff, and you see that weird pattern on his hand, it looks like skin graft. That's, they say, is signs of liver disease or stroke, because your skin dries up on, it like gives you, stroke makes you paralyzed, right? It paralyzes your half of your body or your body in general. So when you have a stroke or the early symptoms of it, it starts paralyzing your skin cells and working its way up wherever, so I'm just saying the signs are there. I think he's having a stroke. And all these interviews too of him farting and shit. Have you seen that? That's that's hilarious to me. That's just too funny.
Needs to come clean. What we know.
I still think he's a good troll, but he's a demonized good troll. He's not a good role model, that's for sure.
It was a 79-year-old.
And this is not how you play presidency. Sorry.
And this drug can
Why is he still here? How did he get back here?
Meaning you do that if someone basically has a terminal illness.
So Ted Lieu here is saying that.
See, only happens if you have a terminal illness. And the fucking president of China knows that. Is that not an opening welcoming wagon of, hey, our president's dying. We have no commander in chief to tell us what to do. Just saying. There's some scary shit here. There's some scary shit at play. This is the scariest time to be alive. This really is. I don't remember what this one's about.
Okay, I watch this all the time. I mean, I'm not even kidding you.
Oh, this is the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory conspiracy. I don't know about that. I'll have to double check the movie now. Oh, that's the parasites thing. See, I gotta label all this stuff when I post it, and I don't label it fast enough. Because I just I post it and then move on to the next thing. Oh, here's an Illuminati book that I found. Somebody posted they're like, "Oh, look what I found in my uncle's my late uncle's closet. I don't think I'm supposed to have this, but let's just show it on fucking air. I want to know if they're still alive and what happened to them, because this is some dark shit here. And this is some real shit to be worried about. So let's get into it.
Now, he's no longer with us. I wonder how old it is. I'm scared to flip the page. Ain't nothing there. Okay, what about this one? What about this one? This is... Oh, shit.
So the first two pages to make it look like there's nothing there.
Oh my god. Okay. You see that? 1949? Let me know if you guys want me to read it.
Yeah, I do. I want to fucking read it.
What if I get in trouble? What if someone's looking for me?
Exactly. She's freaking out. Should I open this? Should I not? I want to get in touch with her. I want to fucking see this. I want to get involved and see what is really the mystery that we all are scared to fucking get into. What is really happening? Is there an Assassin's Creed out there that we fucking... Because I've always wanted to do, not do that, but if I were to get in the military, I wanted to be in that dark fucking Assassin's Guild. You know what I mean? I want to be a fucking trooper. I want to be a Marine. I want to be a sniper, and then get into I wanted to be a ninja. All right. We all wanted to be ninjas when we were growing up, did we not? And that was what we were wanting. When we choose warrior, we choose ninja or samurai because that's the best warrior out there. Well, now with technology, you have fucking assassins. That's what ninjas are, assassins. Well, you still got hitmen. You still have assassins. So I'm just saying, man. And there's all sorts of different cults out there. I mean, look at the different, I don't know the names of them, but all the Persian, and Saudi Arabians and Iraqians and Afghanians and all they have different clubs out there as well, like the ISIS and shit. We created ISIS, I know, but I'm just saying there's other groups out there that we don't know of that are probably just as not worse than the ones that we're fighting at right now. So there's so much out there that we really, it's all just a loop because everybody is after the same game. And then the same game has different variables to different sides of groups and different types of fucking, different types of organizations and shit hiding under the radar, trying to scheme and skedaddle their fucking way into the fucking power. It's all a goddamn game, dude. This is the game of life. It's always been a game. It's been a game since the dawn of time. It's always a game. It's always going to be a game. Nobody can live peacefully because it's a fucking game. That's what I've been trying to say. It's just fucked. It's all fucked. There is no equality here. We put up all these marauders to be fucking implements of goals to have and achieve for the younger people, or not younger, but for the lesser people to not get involved with the actual war that's going on all around the world. They don't want you in gangs. They don't want you in cults. They don't want you in all these things that are their opposite or against them, or and I think I wholeheartedly believe in the Illuminati. Okay. I mean, you can't fucking deny that Templars are Illuminatists. Templars and Freemasons, and that were stated in fucking history books. They're fucking true. They're real. And, growing up, Freemasons were kind of, I don't know, shown to be the good guys until they're not. So now I'm actually, I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore. It's all crazy. It's all crazy. Everything's a fucking loony bin. We're living in an asylum. That's why I call this asylum of insanity, because life is an insanity in general. We're all fucking playing the goddamn insanity game, dude. And it's just like, when am I going to quit? When am I going to fold my cards and be done? I'm done. I've been done. 10 years ago, I was done. I tried to commit my fucking suicide 10 years ago. I don't know why the fuck I'm still here. How the fuck I survived that goddamn accident? My engine was in my lap. And I walked out, climbed out of my fucking car, perfectly fine, ran around my car with a broken rib. I mean, I wasn't perfectly fine. I had a broken rib. But I ran around my car and then ran down to my fucking friend's house with an engine that should have killed me. I should have died. I should have flipped over and over again. But I stopped myself from flipping and smashing into a parked car that had nobody in it. And ended up torquing the fucking engine out. And the engine got shoved into the corner with the driver's side. And basically was in my fucking lap. Like, it was insane. I couldn't believe how the impact actually caused that to happen. I don't even know how it happened. I went back for the damage output in the junkyard, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? I don't even understand how I crawled out of that. And I didn't crawl out of it. I just opened the door and fucking jumped out. But from the way that it looked like I should have been pinned. Like, there's no fucking way. And I just, it was crazy. It was crazy. And I still question that. I still reflect on that because it baffles me to continue, and why I'm continuing if we're all playing this stupid sadistic game for no fucking reason. I mean, all my peers are pretty much turned over to the other to the other side because they've had it with this life. They can't fight the fight no more. And I feel like I'm the only one fighting the fight, trying to continue the fight, and I'm the only one fighting. So what's the fight for? What is the fight for? Because I don't even know what the fight for is anymore. It's like, well, if everybody's being toxic and corruptive and idiotic and moronic, and everybody's liking that and enjoying it and making a fucking mockery of it, and just that's life now. I don't know what to do. I'm not gonna go out and get a job and pertain into this bullshit bitch fuckery that's going on. If that's the case, I mean, yeah, I need a living, but fuck it. Can I just go to an island myself and fend for myself and just be done with all this technology and crap that's really warping and melting our minds? Because that's what it's doing. God, the sun is like glaring into my face. So I don't know. Everything that I hold dear to democracy and to the country and to my life, I'm trying to keep. But at the same time, it's slipping because of the facts that the direction that we're going is completely the opposite that we need to go. And people are getting torn apart, thrown apart. We're back to the racial thing. We're back to stupid idiocracies that just doesn't make sense, and why we're falling into these epitomes anymore. We shouldn't be falling backwards. We should be falling forwards, growing and making more adventures wisely. We should be able to be we had the freedom to travel. Now the freedom to travel is too scary to travel, I'd be too scared to go to another country because I'd be too scared to understand that you could be kidnapped. You could be fucking sold off, cut open your organs and sold your organs and leave you fucking on the bench bleeding. It fucking happens in Mexico all the time. It happens in fucking Germany. Kidnapping happens everywhere. Like, it's just a scary world. And then to know that it does happen and that those other countries out there are suffering worse than we are, it really fucking pisses me off because I've been fighting that fight since I was a kid. I was trying to donate, to third world countries to help, because when you're in school and you get your classmates involved in fucking out country, other countries, and you're learning about other countries, and they want you to be more united and blah, blah, blah. And we've been learning that and trying to unite since the 90s and the 80s, whatever, however long. Since our fucking racial wars happened in the 70s, we've been trying to be better than that. And so like I always had, the because of my religion with Mormonism and going on a mission, I always had the fear that I don't want to go to another country spreading gospel about shit that I don't fucking know because I'm still trying to learn myself in a third world country that has nothing. They don't want my gospel fucking knowledge. They need help. They don't need help with with becoming a fucking Mormon. They need help with irrigations and helping their fucking communities. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to help communities. I wanted to go to third world countries and help them and fucking, like I am white, but it's not the fact that I'm white, it's the fact that I'm knowledgeable. I had the availability to go to a high school and get all this credentials for knowledge to help out countries who don't have education. And a lot of those countries fall into play of Africa. So Africa is like one of the biggest countries out there that is labeled here in America to be helpful towards, like, go to Nigeria, go to South Africa, go to Congo, go to Egypt. Well, except for Egypt, maybe, because Egypt is fucking rich, but all the other countries are poor. So they name all these poor countries here in America. So it's like their number one spots to go fucking help out and stuff. And most of them, almost 80 to 90% of those countries that are brought up in America for us children to understand, to go like support and donate for and like find a country to help with and stuff. 90% of the list, that the countries on the list, are all the scamming countries. No joke. Like, it's hilarious. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And it's either scamming or super religious. And those are the countries that, are the ones that are hurting because they're stealing all the resources from the rest of the population. And they have their gang wars and shit. So it's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then you hear about all this other crap that goes into the conspiracies. And then once you find all the other dots, I mean, dude, it's just right there in front of our face. Everything has always been about slavery. Everything, everywhere, always and everywhere, forever, has always been determined about slavery. And the history it never died. We just changed the dynamics and the terminologies of it. So we didn't really kill slavery. We just called it corporations, working, jobs. It's the same fucking thing as a slave worker. Exactly. Because as soon as you sign those documents to get that job so they can pay you, whether how much they are able to pay you with whatever you agree on, which is literally always bare minimum. Because what do they say? Oh, we got to put you at the bare minimum wage, or under minimum wage, and then you climb up to minimum wage. After you work your ass off and kiss ass to my ass, kiss it lots of times, do everything I tell you to do, then you can get a raise. Well, how long does that take? Oh, you're at a 9-month period. We have to put you on a probation period of 9 months. And we have to watch you like a hawk to make sure you are capable of doing your job. Oh, I'm sorry. It takes me 2 weeks to learn the job, and then it takes me a month to figure out I can do this job by my fucking self. But should I? No, I shouldn't be. I should be having 4 people on this job to be able to keep the fucking flow going. It's a fucking slave work, dude. This world sucks. Everybody's fed up. I'm fed up. Tired of falling into the epitomes of this shit, dude. Cayman, I want to come down right now. It's summertime, bro. Do you know what I miss about the fucking summers? I haven't been able to explore, enjoy, or do fucking anything in the last 5 years in the summertime because I've been broke, because my job does not pay me enough. And whether I'm working through the summer or I'm off through the summer, I still don't have the time or the money to go above and beyond for my bills to be able to fucking enjoy myself during the summertime. You know how fucking hot it is here? It's like 100 degrees and it's dry. So it's a dry heat. You're fucking dying. Can't breathe. It's fucking insane. I would rather be hot as fuck, being able to breathe, surrounded by a body of water. So I want to come down and visit. I want to go swimming. I want to go diving. I want to see the fucking ocean life. And if the ocean life kills me, then oh my God, I lived my life. You know what I mean? I would be so happy. I would be so happy. I would be more happy to be able to go down to visit you and your brother and your family, to go explore the ocean for one fucking day. If Cayman, you have no idea. I have never felt happiness. I don't know what fucking happiness is. I've never felt it. I've felt joy, enjoy. I've felt joy before. I've never felt happiness. Do you understand how happy I would be if I came down and visited you for one fucking day or 1 week and just got to enjoy the day doing what I wanted to? Oh, dude, fuck. That would be fucking kosher. I mean, that would be fucking amazing. I've never been outside the States, for one. And being down on that type of a beach, I've been to the beach, all right? The Pacific Ocean beaches along the fucking West Coast, it's not that spectacular. I mean, they're great, but that water's cold. Cold. You can't go swimming in that shit. And there's fucking, rocky and there's no, it's not really that sandy. There's some sandy beaches, but it's not a whole sandy. So it's just not the same. It's not the same. And I want to go explore the oceans, man. Fucking oceans call me. I love the ocean. I love water, but I've always wanted to really like do deep sea diving and do diving in general. But you can't dive in the lakes here. They're too polluted and fucking, they're too brown. The only lakes you can dive in are the Northwest lakes or the lakes up in the high mountains away from populations, because we fucking dump shit into our lakes so often, too much. In fact, there's probably Quail Lake and the reservoir, and there's probably like our 4 main lakes around here, plus all the little small lakes up in Denver. Guarantee you 100% there's bags of fucking trash. There's fucking guns, dynamite, probably weapons of galore hidden in fucking barrels or bags dropped in the fucking off the bridges. Dude, I've been following these fishermen, these magnet fisher guys on fucking Instagram. It's hilarious. These guys are great. I wanted to do that as a kid, and I got told, because we're always told, don't fish off the fucking off the bridges. It's illegal to do that. But they also say you can't, like, on certain, there were certain places up in Oregon that I tried to do when I was a kid, and they're like, no, you're not allowed to do that. And I was like, why the fuck am I not allowed to do that? I'm trying to clean up the environment because I'm with the Boy Scouts and that's what we're doing. No, that's illegal. You have to have a permit to do that. And then I find out now why you need a permit, because there's fucking bombs. People fucking drop bombs in the fucking water, bro. And guns and fucking weapons and shit. Like, holy fuck. All along in Missouri, the rivers in Missouri and Alabama, wherever this guy is on the more like southern, he's more in the southern states in Florida and shit. He casts these magnets off the fucking bridges in like really dead zones, and he's pulling up bombs, like fucking M80s. He pulled up in one video in, I don't even know the area. I think it was in North Carolina. He pulled up. It was right off of a military base. There was a river, and just down the ways, like probably like 30, 40 minutes down the ways, there's a river with a fucking, deep enough water base. And they found live missiles that shoot out of a fucking RPG. Like, bro. And then you know what the fucking military guys say to that? Oh yeah, that just happens sometimes. Sometimes some people just, they either steal or they go out and try to try to test out some of these and it falls in the river and floats downstream. Or sometimes our things get flooded and some of our ammo gets floated downstream. So you guys don't ever take a fucking scuba gear and go out there and fucking clean it up. You just let it sit for the public to fucking find. Like kids like me used to jump off of bridges into the water because we had nothing else better to do. The Deschutes River was so clean and so crystal clear, thank God, that you could see the bottom. And a lot of the places in the Deschutes River was shallow, but there was one place that we all jumped off on the bridge on the main strip that was fun to jump off of. I even jumped my bike off of it and fucking come to find out, there could have been ammo down there, a bomb. And you step on that, boom, there you go. Fucking pieces everywhere, Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I understand shit that's like, there was some cannonballs in another video and like old school, like weapons that were back in the 18th century being in the mud. I can understand that. That's fucking ancient. Those are relics. And that's not going to go off if you do step on it. And then, the only thing that you're going to get is a tetanus shot because you're going to have rust if you step on it. That's it. These other issues though, we need to take care of our country. Like seriously, we need to take better care of our fucking communities. And we need to take care of ourselves. It's fucked up. We are giving too much into the government, expecting them to do something for us. They ain't doing shit. They're stealing our money and they're running with it. And we're the dumbasses. We're the dumbasses to think anything is going to change otherwise. Because literally, oh shit, what did I just remove? I was trying to remove this. I removed my damn symbol. Oh well. But seriously, like the main thing about presidential debates, they always talk about everything they're going to make changes to and everything they're going to work on and everything they're going to, focus and help the people with. But it never fucking happens. It never happened with Obama. Obama was good president. He wasn't the best, but he's been the best in the last fucking 4 presidencies. Yeah. When you compare it like that. But seriously, when is this shit gonna fucking stop? And as a person who did not vote for the first 18 years of his life, because you have to be 18 or older to vote, I didn't pay attention to that shit. And when you're a kid, you don't. You don't pay attention to that shit. And somebody, actually, one of the natives that I follow posted earlier about how our youth is going to be the change of our country, our world, our democracy, whatever you want to call it, in the future. And to be honest, it's always like that. It's always up to the youth. But listen to me. What happens when you're a kid? What happens when you have an idea that you feel in your heart would be a really, really good idea, something of value, something of truth, something that you could fucking pitch, but nobody will listen to you because you're a fucking kid. Then you get to being 18, you are no longer that same kid with those same values. You might still have that same belief or that same pitch still buried deep back there, but it's not your core value anymore. So when the media says that they are trying to control you and they're trying to make things into the ways to deceive you, it's not them, you fucking it's not them. It's you. You have lost your full commitment to your true value. When you're a kid, you're fully committed into that value. You try to hold on to that value, but you allow society to warp you to fit into their fucking curriculum. That's on you. That is not on them. They put themselves out there, yes. Advertisements, promotions, come buy this, come get that. Get your mind away from your values. That's what they mean by they control you. It is not them physically tormenting you, controlling. Okay? It is the fucking advertisements. It is the propaganda that controls you because you see it and like it and it's flashy and you run off with it. You don't know what it is. You just know it's fucking cool. But then you realize, oh, this is not cool. And then you spend all your money and then you fall backwards. Now that core value needs to be implemented into an investment, but you can't have time or power to invest into it because now you have time and power to invest into your fucking safety, into your other values. And then you have to, then you're implanted with more propaganda and more stupid shit. Come here, go there, go this, go that. You need fucking put investment here. You got to go to college. You got to go to this. You got to go to that. You got to have a job. You got to have this. You got to have a car. You got to have this. You got to have a fucking house. You got to have an apartment. You got to have a fucking bed. You got to have a fucking all this shit. It's nonstop. Grab, 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 grab. You're a fucking crab. That's what it is. Always. Always. We're lost our fucking core values as a fucking kid. So by the time we're in a fucking adult, we don't have that shit anymore. Then we have fear because we allow our fucking imagination to cloud our imagination. So we allow that fear to take over. And that fear is the judgment because we have to stand up to be cool in someone's eyes so that we can get the girl, so we can get the money, so we can be a kiss ass, so we can have the fucking better jobs, so we can fucking rise up in power, so we can fucking have this, we can have that. And it's just fucking nonstop. And we fucking hate ourselves by the time we're 50 because we didn't fucking live. We didn't spend the time and necessary time and effort with our families. Our families are dead now. My family started dying off, flopping off like flies fucking in 2010. I had to go to so many fucking funerals. My whole life for 10 fucking years after that was funeral after funeral after funeral after funeral. Half of them I didn't even fucking know. And then the 3 fucking funerals that I wanted to go to that I couldn't even go to and attend to because I had fucking work. I missed out on my uncle's funeral. I missed out on my fucking grandparents' funeral. I'm not happy about that. Those are the people I fucking care about and I couldn't go. We lose so much time. I'm thankful I don't have kids because my kids would be fucked right now. My poor dog barely gets out of the house anymore. I take her out every 2 hours to play with her to get her exercise. I try to take her out when I go. I don't go on walks or hikes anymore because I'm too scared to go out myself. Because there's all the gunshots all around. Because all the fucking hate crime going around. So now my dog's suffering because of me. If that was a kid, it would be so much worse. I wouldn't even be able to do this. I've always wanted that life. I've wanted that dream. But it's slipping more and more because I can't put up with society anymore. I can't put up with a relationship anymore because relationships have expectations that don't even fucking mean anything towards the relationship at all. And people are so fucking selfish anymore and ignorant and so fucking diabolical. I'm scared to even be in a relationship anymore. Life is so hard and so ridiculous that it doesn't need to be. It really doesn't. And it's getting to the point that I don't even know what to talk about anymore. Every time I get to the point of wanting to podcast, I can't because it's like I've already dove in too much. So I have too much feeding up here that I can't really dissect anymore because it's just too much. It's just fluttering fucking fuzziness going on. constantly. The weed doesn't help stable that. No drug is going to help stable that because it's just a fear. It's all the information. And you shouldn't have a drug to stable that. That you should allow that to process because you need to process it. That's taking a drug is just fucking ignoring the problem. You don't ignore the problem, you take care of and solve it. Stop ignoring the fucking problem. Stop looking to stupid fucking excuses. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of everybody finding an excuse or having an excuse. I don't fucking come up with excuses. I try not to. I'm the best at the probabilities of my causes to do what I can do. And I am still as truthful as I ever have been as I was as a kid. And I try to hold everything dear into empowerment of what I had and that fire that I had when I was a kid into burning and continuously burning to the point and matters of what I was taught and raised on top of my beliefs and how I see things and how I believe. Because I believe everything has been a fucking lie. Everything that we have been taught, it's all nonsense. It's just a ruse for someone else or for you to fall into an epitome of something that's not gainable. And it's just, I'm getting tired of it. Some people get lucky, other people don't. And then when one little tiny slip up fucking happens, one little tiny thing, or you get in a fucking argument with the wrong fucking person and they flip the fucking tables on you, and all of a sudden your fucking life is just flipped upside down for no fucking reason. Everybody takes their side because you're the fucking bad guy. They don't even know what the fucking problem was. They don't even know why they're mad at you and why they call you the bad guy. Because one person said the one thing and opened up their mouth and that's the word of mouth. That's the fucking it. That's all the evidence they fucking need. I had that happen to me as an 8th grader, as a child. I had the whole world against me off of one fucking word of mouth. The whole bus stopped. Everything flipped upside down. My whole fucking world was gone in an instant because of one fucking kid stepped up and said one fucking thing. Did I say it? Did I come out of my mouth? No. He said it. But because he pointed it as me, got me in fucking trouble. And that's how we work as democracy. We say fucking bullshit shit to get what we want, to get where we need to be. That's what you want your democracy to be like? A fucking bully? Because that's what it is. The natives are fucking done with it. The blacks are done with it. Every fucking other race and culture fucking asshole that lives in this country is fucking fed up with it. As a white man, I've been fed up with it since the day of one. Since finding out. Since trying to be culturally fucking diverse. And finding out the truths with other countries of how white people are. Yeah, we are disgraceful. They have every fucking right to hate us. I hate us too. Because we are despicable. We are the most fucking asinine manipulators of the fucking world. True. But you have to have this to be an asinine manipulator. So every single person that becomes a manager is a fucking dickhead. Why is that? Oh, we want that. That's our policy. Why is that your fucking policy, you slave fucking asshole? And I said that to their face when they fucking told me that and laughed in my face about it. Laughed! Like a fucking joke! I had a manager's meeting with my store manager, assistant, and my department manager, and they were laughing at my face because I was being too fucking nice. Despicable. And one of them had the audacity to tell me that he's a fucking Marine. Get out of here, you fat ass. You ain't fucking no Marine status, you piece of shit. You're a lying cocksucking whore is what you are. Might have been a fucking jarhead in the goddamn army, but you ain't no fucking Marine. You know, fucking Marines don't act like that. I have a Marine person in my fucking family. My cousins are all in each branch. So I know how fucking Marines act. I wanted to be one. I know the substantial fucking executions they need to be. And I know the examples that they set. And every Marine that I know has set a very valuable expectational example for others. Because that's how Marines are. They stick to a fucking code. Jarheads? No. They're wannabes. Go fuck yourselves. Seriously. You're a sick-ass, two-suck-up-face motherfucker who just joined to get the fucking ridiculed prosecution to get fucking paid. That's it. You're a fucking mook. The real heroes are the ones on the battlefield losing their fucking lives. They are the ones that don't want to be there. They're the ones that were forced to be there because of our fucking government. And now with this draft coming into play in December, by the way, that is happening. If you don't know it, it is happening. December 22nd, I have to actually get the date on that. December of 2026, this fucking year, we are having a draft. First time since the fucking 70s, 60s, 40s, 30s. Shit, I forgot. How long was the first draft? Was it World War II? Not since World War II, so the 30s. I'm not fucking joking. When we escalate war and they up the draft to 42, which they will, I'm also involved in that. I will not be attending. You can kiss my fucking ass and suck my dick before I fucking join. Because I'm not joining for your causes. I wanted to join the military for a better cause, and this is not it. And this is why I never joined the military, because I saw what was happening with 9/11, and I refused. I refused to play that dog. I'm not going to go hunt down Mr. Bin Laden just because he was alleged to be the fucking bad guy. We don't know nothing about him. I knew nothing about him, and I knew about his father. Because his father was also in ties with Bush's fucking father. Did you know about that? CIA knew all about the Bin Ladens. So, where was the allegations then? Yeah, bullshit. Fucking bullshit. And it's the same thing with Epstein. Epstein was fucking... You know, Epstein was a child during the whole... No, I'm sorry. Sorry, Epstein graduated in 77. I got to recalculate my math. Epstein graduated in 77. When did Epstein become CIA? Was it in the 80s? Oh, so during the whole Bin Laden senior ordeal. So he knew about it. Was he part of it? How many others are part of it? How many others are part of the CIA that we don't know about? Who are in Hollywood? Because every fucking person in Hollywood almost seems like they're a fucking CIA agent now. I don't know why, but now it seems like that's the fucking case here. I don't get it. This world is fucked and we're just fucking playing along with it. And then we can't do nothing about it. Well, we can vote. And you know what? You can vote for me. You can get fucking rid of everybody on that list and just vote for me. There is on the document, I'm not going to say, but on the Republican document, there is a line with a check mark, an open line for candidacy. I don't know why it's on the Republican side, but hey, just saying, on the Republican side, there is a line of blankness where you can put in anybody's name. Because it doesn't matter what fucking side you're on. We only have to go by red or blue. Well, red will accept anybody's name. Blue does not. It's not on the blue document. I can't put my name on the blue document, but on red side you can. Because technically you're supposed to be able to. So that, if that's a Republican thing, I vote yes on that. That doesn't make me a fucking Republican. I just accept that one thing from Republicans because that's how it should be. You should be able to put in anybody's fucking name on the fucking ballot. You should have a list of candidacies that are running for presidency. And then, hey, here's somebody who should run for presidency, but they're not running because they don't have the money. But we have everybody fucking putting in that name. Oh my God, all of a sudden, this person never ran for candidacy, but he really is liked. Because everybody voted his name in the fucking ballot. Why? Who is this person? Well, apparently he wins because his name's the one that was on the ballot that wins, not the ones that got other marked, out of nowhere, just an underdog. Dude, that would be the fucking coolest thing ever, for one. And two, like, that's what we need. It doesn't have to be who's on the fucking ballot as our only choices. You should be able to put in whoever the fucking wants. And then whoever gets the most votes is the winner. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's all about who gets the most votes. So obviously no votes don't count. So you can't not vote, because if you don't vote, well, then that's just not going to count. It only counts if you vote. So if you vote and the voters are like, well, we have 100,000 people who vote, and out of those 100,000 people, out of 700 million people, only 100,000 people voted. Well, 700 million people don't want to vote because they can't vote against these two candidacies. Okay, well, what if we leave a blank bar and we let the voters revote and put in whoever the fuck they want? And then if we have 700 million voters all of a sudden, and out of the 100,000, we have 50,000 for red, and we have 49,000 or 40,000. We'll just say 40,000. We have 50,000 for red and 40,000 for blue. But on red, we have like 700 million. So red wins, but they're not voting for the one guy who was running for red. We have an underdog. Nobody fucking saw that coming, and everybody votes the underdog. Why? Well, because they see that everybody in the other top dog spots are not candidates. The candidates that are running are usually not worthy. They're just the ones who have the money, and they just have the ones that have the running mouth to say things to say on their side so that they can get fucking what they need. That's it. That's what it seems like to me. That's how it fucking feels like. When I got into politics, that's all I saw. That's all I kind of had that ordeal belief, but now that I'm actually physically trying to get into politics and be the civilian and the good Samaritan and being a voter, nothing has changed my mind. It's all bullshit. And these are just dumb fucking morons running for president that don't need to be running for president. Neither one of them needed to run for presidency. They just had the most money and whatever education they thought they had. But what education does Trump have? None, obviously. And he got presidency. He's the dumbest motherfucker out there. Can't even speak. Can't even fucking read. He can't pronounce shit. This guy's a third grade level of education. Third grade level. Actually, I think that's giving him too much credit. I think he has a first grade level. First grade level education. This man cannot even perform shit. Yet he's a billionaire. How? I'm a ninth grade level of education. Bare minimum. I can't get a job? What? How does this work? Tell me. How does the mathematics work on that? They don't. So, I don't know. What direction are we heading into? Craziness as we're heading. You didn't know that Bin Laden Sr. and George Bush Sr. knew each other and were actually friends? Because they were. Actually, in fact, did you know that Bin Laden was an American? Yep. So that also just proves the fact the Illuminati are the ones in power, because the Illuminati put people in position, and then when that position gets, I don't know, fucked, they just basically say, sorry, knock you out and we'll replace you with somebody else. Pretty sure that's happening. I'm pretty sure. According to this Illuminatus guy, that's kind of what it seems like. So according to his statement, according to seeing all the statements from the CIA and all the allegations that have happened since the 80s, if you follow everything that the CIA has done since the fucking 80s, it shows it right there. Like, dude, we knew Bin Laden. Bin Laden has been tied with fucking CIA since the 80s. Don't know if he was actually nationally an American or if he just lived here for a time being, but yeah, dude, it's crazy. The historical facts are just fucked. So I don't even know what history is even right about. What really has been digested into history and what's been digested into fabrications. Because from what I stood point from the 17th century, pirates ran the world after, well, I wouldn't say ran the world, but pirates had a big fucking play in the world because we had outposts everywhere. And when I say we, I am a pirate. If you are a national American with ancestry that have come over from the 1600s, 1700s, and you've been an American your whole family tree since the 1600s or 1700s, you're a fucking pirate. You are a fucking pirate. 100%. That's how America was founded, was it not? Pirates? Pirates and liberators? Pioneers? Ring a bell? Our revolution? I don't get it. How do we not see that or understand that? Or how do we like misinterpret that? Or how do we not care that we're all fucking rebels? This is the rebel fleet, and we're going to allow the fucking empire to rule over us? What the fuck? That's what I'm saying. I don't know what to do. I don't get it. I'm like, I'm not going to go and storm the fucking gates myself. Of course, I'm not going to wave ARs and bombs. Of course, I'm not going to go fucking, killing sprees and shit. That's not the way to do it, you dumb fucking idiots. That is not the way to do it. But when you have ICE agents in the streets and shit happening that's being pushed against our protesting, that's when shit needs to start. You need to start biting, kicking, screaming, flaying, scratching, gouging, doing what the fuck you can to these motherfuckers who are against us. Because they are not our authority. We, the fucking people that's stated in our national constitution, have the fucking power. We, the people. And that also includes you immigrants that are civilians, true civilians, okay? Not the fucking illegals. I'm sorry. But the true civilians that are being attacked. The people who are actually working on an education. The people who are actually trying to divert their fucking credentials into our way of life here, being free fucking, being a freedom fighter. That's the only way to really put it. Because when you come from a third world country, from the shit stain that you fucking came from, and whether it was Italy or Afghanistan or Iran, and when you're shunned away out of your country and we open up our doors to refugees, that's kind of saying, well, since we opened up our doors to refugees, we allowed the nonsense to happen because we could have stepped in at any time. But of course, we don't want to start a world war, even though we want war. But instead of saving their country from them having to flee, getting rid of the tyrannists, because I'm pretty sure that we put them there, we'll open up our doors. Oh, did I also mention we're going to open up our doors and then we're going to kick you back out? Here you go. Let's open up our doors. Now we're going to fucking shoot you. That's what it seems like. I'm just stating the fucking obvious. You can fucking fight me all you want about it, but that's what it looks like. And then some people are like, no, that's the Democrats. Really? The Democrats are in power right now? Because it looks to me like the Republicans are. And I don't give a fuck if you're Republican or fucking Democrat. Quit blaming the other goddamn side. And look. Just look. Just look. Who's the one pulling strings? Who's the one who is actually in power to do something about it and does nothing? Who's the one? Just saying. There's a couple people that I follow that I still enjoy their comedy, or I still enjoy their humanity to a point, and yet they are so still strongly holds on fucking what's happening and who's in power, and they support it. They support it. Do they know what they're supporting? I don't know, because there are certain things in their brain that is released in their like speeches or whatever, their fucking opinions, that kind of makes sense in a way, but then again doesn't, because what are they doing? Blaming the other fucking side, causing more to the problem. That doesn't solve the problem, blaming the other side. Aren't we taught as kids not to blame the other fucking person? Take the responsibilities for yourself, to your own actions, to the and know the actual repercussions and the consequences. And if you don't, then so be it. But when other people are actually to be blamed and they won't accept it, and then you have to sit there and blame the other person from your standpoint, even though it is that fucking person that you support and you just won't fucking accept it, well, maybe something needs to happen in your curriculum to where you need to go get educated more. Or this is my theory. This is my biggest theory. Okay? This is the main issue with humanity and itself. And this is why I came up with my new slogan. Okay? I'm only a person. Why am I only a person? Because I have a heart. See that knife? You see that knife? That's what we do to other people. We stab them because of their opinions, because of their beliefs, and because of their way of life. For no reason. And it might even piss you off because they're there. You have to open up your heart. Because why would that piss you off? Why would that upset you for them being there? Are they hurting you? Are they interacting with you? Are they interfering with your life? Are they threatening you? No. They're just trying to live their fucking life the same as you. We're all the same motherfucking species. A human. All the same species. But yet we play this goddamn territorial fucking bullshit like stray cats. And we have to point fingers. I'm sick of it. So that's today's moral. Today's moral is to love and open up your heart more. And if you really are a person of God that you say you are, it doesn't matter what religion. I don't give a fuck. But if you think for one instance that God, and even says in the Bible, love thy neighbor and we're all brothers and sisters, treat each other with respect, treat each other with kindness, and treat each other with love. And that is where I'm going to leave this podcast for today. So I got into a lot of strainability there, but it's serious, and we're at a dire moment because of the facts that where we're heading, and the people online are starting to come up and witness it and be against it, and try to basically say the same thing that I've been saying for years. We've gotten to a point where it's almost too late. It literally is borderline. We're threshold borderline. It's too late. It's not too late. Until our voting rights are absolutely taken away from us, it is not too late. Get the fuck out there. Vote your fucking ass off. Vote for what you know is right. Look at both sides. Do what I do. When I look at the ballot, I look at every single fucking person on the red and on the blue, and I dissect. Who are they? What do they do? What are they there for? What do they want? And how do they want it? And if they really are that specifically well put. Doesn't matter what color. I actually voted this next term. I just got my ballots. I voted 3 people for red and I voted the rest for blue because I dissected the fucking algorithm. I went through every single absolute person. I even found a fucking pedophile on the fucking red side. Guess what? That didn't surprise me. But there is, I'm not going to state the name, but if you do your fucking research, it's right there. You just have to fucking state his name, and he had an $8 million lawsuit. You can't hide that. You cannot hide that. So, right there, do not vote for that fucking person. Do your fucking research and fucking vote for the right fucking people. If I swear to God, if I hear that name, be fucking inducted. And that the person in the fucking wins. There's 3 people on that line to vote. So you don't have to vote for him. He's not the only one. There's 2 other people that are worthy of fucking voting for. Not this guy. If this guy fucking wins and he's on the fucking term, we're fucked. We are fucked. He's already known to be a pedophilist. Had an $8 million lawsuit and lost it. Lost it. And he's running for president, running for the fucking governor or whatever the fucking shit is now. I think it's Treasury. I don't remember what it was. But there was 3 people running up for it. Don't fucking vote for him. Get your shit together, know your facts, and do your research. Okay? It's called homework. Yeah, we all as adults still have homework. So do it. And with that, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to switch over. We're going to play some Call of Duty. So if you want to come join, be sure to come join. And as always, don't forget to hit that follow button. Come subscribe to me on my projects. I do have a lot more stuff coming to you. Hopefully some more podcasting and some more stories. I will be posting. I think my next story I'm posting is called The Samurai. Go check it out. So with that, I bid thee all farewell and good night. Peace. Oh, giggity goo. Thanks for joining down here in the beautiful asylum of insanity. As always, kiddos. Thanks for joining. Toodaloo. We'll see y'all next time. And don't forget to hit that follow button. Come check out my projects here on FNA World.
Bye.